Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura, and
Christina Pajitsky.
welcome to your mom's house.
Hi, I'm Roxanne DePalma, and I want to know who out there is curious about eco-sex.
What? What? Rap. 1, 2, 3, 4.
What the fuck is eco-sex?
Rap.
The wind in your hair, tree bark. That's exciting in itself. To really let your fingertips run across the tree bark and feel its eroticness.
Now you get the penis out. Rap. Now you get the penis out. Rap.
Girl, get your life.
Rap.
Girl, get your life.
What the fuck is eco-sex? Me and my girlfriend Summer.
1, 2, 3, 4.
What the fuck is eco-sex? What the fuck
That is so disgusting. I am embarrassed.
Why are you embarrassed?
Because this is disgusting.
Would you marry your grandson?
I am embarrassed.
Why are you embarrassed?
Because this is disgusting.
What the fuck is eco-sex? Me and my girlfriend Summer.
Man,
The rap is perfect.
if this was a radio station right now, I would be like, we're playing this song again. Like, I'm gonna hit rewind and give you guys this is so well done.
It's so perfect.
Would you marry your grandson? There you go.
Me and my friend Summer.
You know who did it?
No.
Gaping Dad.
What a talent that gaping dad.
That was this one you can tell there's a lot of work that went into
Gosh.
this. This is that's called What the Fuck is Eco-Sex by Gaping Dad. Really good job, man.
Me and my friend Summer, which is grammatically incorrect. It's never me and
You have
anybody.
a real hair in your butt about that.
Because I went to Catholic school and I was taught English by Irish Catholic
What the-
nuns.
Oh, okay.
And they were
punished you?
sticklers for grammar.
Yeah.
For instance, when you answer the phone and someone goes, "Is Tom there?" You don't go, "This is him." It's "This is he," and you
All
never
right.
say "me and so are going anywhere" because you sound like Cookie Monster. It's wrong. It's grammatically incorrect.
I know.
You say Tom and I.
Me and
so.
me and he.
Me and her. Yeah, that's becoming what's normal now is me and so. Everybody's saying that.
People getting it wrong, man.
Before we start, I want to give a big shout out to My Light. They sent us this Your Mom's House light here, which is so awesome. And they also sent us one for Ellis for his room. And I just want to give them a shout out. It's mylight.com.au. They're an Australian company. So if you order one of these lights, just get an adapter on Amazon. It was like $5. And now you've got this, we have this rad light and it
Really
changes
appreciate
colors and everything.
They sent it to us months ago.
I think in November.
I think because we just collect Amazon boxes in our entryway. And then this one we're like, hey, what's this one? And then we opened it. It was from you guys.
Well, and someone had written light kit on there. So I thought it was for the studio.
Yeah.
I thought it was like a lighting kit. So I
so
didn't
did
open
I.
it.
I was like, I must have ordered that on accident.
Yeah.
All right.
Well,
Thank you very much. It's really
awesome.
cool. They sent us one for our boy.
Can change colors and
Very,
such.
very cool. All right, there's a lot to get into. Why don't we do a proper show open?
Okay.
It's just like the gays.
And here we go. Let's start the show, man.
Oh,
Even
boy.
ecstasy. All of the pathways that are involved in sexual pleasure are in fact stimulated by birthing a baby.
Sure.
And when you can allow yourself to open in the same way that you open to orgasm, the exact same experience is possible.
Out of your fucking mind.
Who is Randy?
Don't bring anyone mother into this.
Welcome to your mom's house with Tom Segura.
I'm Segura.
Christina Pajitsin.
Welcome to your mom's house.
Fart.
You know, what I noticed about Gaping Dad's music is that he always does close on a fart sound.
It's called a trademark
Right.
of his. Yes. Like if in his Wikipedia it would say one of his trademarks is ending songs with a long fart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is not uncommon, actually. I believe other artists have also ended on a fart as well.
Yeah, or
It's
maybe
sexy.
other things.
The
yeah.
Jules,
It's sexy.
The Jules one. Yeah.
Those are
oh my God.
Ghost Crew.
Yeah, Ghost Crew ended on farts. A lot of people do that, I guess, in honor
Yeah.
of your mom's house, of the predominant theme of our show.
Yeah, a lot of producers out there doing their thing and stuff like that. Yeah.
So this clip I saw when I was looking at birthing clips when I was pregnant with Ellis.
Yeah.
And this is such fucking bullshit. I mean, as far as I know, there's nothing ecstasy or ecstatic about birth.
Bullshit.
It's so painful.
Here is you
It's so painful.
during birth.
Choose.
There you are.
Did I look like that lady when I was giving birth to Ellis?
This is a while. So you said that you saw this, right?
I saw this and I thought, before you have a child, you're like, sure, that's possible. And then if you have given birth through your vag, you're like, there's no way that that's even remotely possible.
Yeah, I didn't think. I don't know. I never thought what this documentary is about was a thing. This is eye-opening, to say the least.
I think, honestly, what's happening is these ladies are convincing themselves that it's, you're using your brain, your mind over matter, to be like, this is amazing.
Do you think
I don't know.
it's such a pushback on what is notable pain that they're like, actually, it's pleasurable.
Yeah.
If you look at it the right way.
Yeah, it's like it's like hypnobirthing, like where you use your mind to kind of overcome what you're doing.
Yeah.
But
Well,
there's for
why
me,
don't
there's
we
no way.
go on that journey with them?
Please. It's super painful. Yeah, I don't.
It is the most intimate and powerful experience a woman can have.
It is a very sensual experience.
Yeah.
Giving birth.
Sensations that are like washing over your.
That looks like fun. That looks like she's at a spa.
The revolutionary documentary.
It's so relaxing too, giving birth.
The sensual and sexual nature of birth cannot be denied.
And
Sure.
unlocks the potential of childbirth.
Sexual.
But see, I think it's kind of like,
Man.
it'd be like if you have a fever and you're like, it feels good though. And you just keep telling yourself.
Or like when you're like, diarrhea feels pleasurable.
It's stimulating my asshole.
Right.
So why doesn't that feel good?
You're right. And when I wipe, it burns, but in a good way. It's a sensual burn.
Yeah,
That's what's happening.
You ever eat something spicy and you're like, it's hot, but then you just try to talk yourself out of how hot it is. You're like, I can handle it. I can handle it. It's not bad. It's not bad.
Those are just sensations on my tongue.
Yeah.
It's not pain.
They're good. It tastes good. You take the next bite, then you go.
Right. That's what you do. That's how you eat, though.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
force it.
Force
I
it.
think these women, first of all, for me personally, there was nothing sensual about giving birth whatsoever.
No?
Not a lick. Especially the part where when contractions begin, you shit your brains out. It's like your body's way of cleaning everything out
Did
of you.
you shit on a toilet or no?
Yeah.
You did?
When I went into labor at home, I just started shitting. That's how I knew I was in labor because I'm like, oh, I'm having like period cramps. And then your body naturally wants to get rid of everything so that you can push. I'm assuming it's like nature's enema, you know?
Yeah.
So you shit a lot and then you're just in
Where out of?
ton of pain. Well, you shit out of your brown hole and then out of your vag hole later. You shit a person out.
Yeah.
It's like the most sensual experience ever. It's so sensual.
So hot.
Crowning is sensual.
To kind of go inside myself and really try to begin the centering that I would need to have in order to make it through the labor.
Well, that's
its pain.
It's like a sacrifice, I think, that a mother can offer. You know, it's okay, I'm gonna go through this pain for you to really come out in the way you need to come out.
Right, the pain.
Yeah. Sensual.
Well, she said, I'm going to go through this pain.
But
she didn't say, I'm going to come super hard so that you can enter the world. She said pain.
Right. Which is optional. You don't have to feel that much. It does hurt even with an epidural, but you can choose to not suffer in this era.
By the way, as a quick aside, we'll be joined shortly by the creator of...
You want to talk some shit?
Oh, my goodness.
So one of the most, hilarious videos ever on YouTube's was made by Brent Weinbach, and he'll be here in a little while.
Be Weezy.
Be Weezy, yeah.
The creator of Want to Talk Some Shit?
Bebe Dubs.
Yeah, call me. We're going to get inside of his mind.
Yeah.
It is a strange
I think he has a new
one.
video, too.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
He's a strange ranger.
Anyways,
for sure.
back to coming during birth.
Nah, it's not possible.
It's pleasure.
It was so natural. It just felt so good.
What are you talking about? Sure.
It's fear.
I'm scared.
But I think...
What are you scared of?
It hurts.
But I think that maybe you can trick yourself.
Yeah.
That's like that lady who's like, it was awesome, I loved it.
Yes.
I think but just shows you how powerful the mind is.
Right. And it is that
Because somebody coached her into being like,
yes,
this feels good.
That's what it is. That's what hypnobirthing is. Before I had Ellis, I went and I got that done where they hypnotize you into reimagining pain and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't work for me ultimately because
you're like, this hurts.
It hurts. And then you just push through the pain. But yes, it is a reframing of what's happening.
Well, the doctor, and I don't see doctor under your name, said that it's possible to come super hard.
Yeah.
Even ecstasy.
All of the pathways that are involved in sexual
MD.
pleasure are in fact stimulated by birthing a baby. And when you can allow yourself to open in the same way that you open to orgasm, the exact same experience is possible.
Thank you.
Possible, but not probable, I'm guessing.
That's another important footnote.
Possible. This bitch has never squeezed a person out of her cooch. She don't know what the fuck she is talking about.
You don't think so?
Nah. Hell no. That's why she's saying stupid shit like this. She never fucking gave birth.
Oh, okay. You're just talking like you're like, I need my privacy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
We
no.
first
You
put
know what I'm saying?
birth into the hospital decades ago, we treated it like it was surgery. They put her in a wheelchair. She can walk. She's not sick.
I like sitting in the wheelchair,
does
actually.
with birth, particularly shows like ER. People are coming screaming into the ER as though having a baby is the biggest disaster on earth, and that has imprinted generations of people now.
But that does speak to the part that it's psychological, the pain part. She's saying that it's imprinting to you that this is a terrifying. So maybe your early impressions are this is going to be terrifying. When what they should show you is women walking into the ER like, ooh, I want to fuck. I'm like, this feels good.
Yeah, you know what I wish you would have done? I mean, I see all these nice guys coaching their wives and rubbing backs. I mean, you were eating a burrito at the time I was in labor, but like, I really wish we could have done it while I was in labor. Like, why didn't that occur to you? I think
we can do it on the net. Do it again. Have another kid.
That would be so sensual, don't you think?
Oh, fuck. And then the doctor's like, keep going, Tom.
I mean, you're crowning. What a perfect time to have intercourse.
Let's have sex. Let's have this baby.
Oh my gosh. Oh, man.
What are you going to do, like, if I have another baby while I'm giving birth this next time around? I feel like you should be doing something, too.
I'll have another burrito.
That would annoy the shit out of me, by the way. You see all these like loving hippie husbands that are, squeezing on her belly and massaging her. I'd be like, get the fuck away from me.
Yeah.
Do not fucking touch me. I'm in so much pain
If you
right
were
now.
asking for that, I would be like, are you fucking serious right now?
You're like, haven't I done enough?
Yeah.
This whole baby making stuff.
I already nutted. What else do you want from me?
Yeah. Well, there is nothing.
It's got to be like it is when you make love with someone. It's got to be safe
Kenny
and secure
Rogers.
and uninterrupted.
There you
And
go.
that is how you have an orgasmic birth.
Oh, right. The man says the fucking Kenny Rogers old ass man. How does he know anything about? I love when men talk about this shit like they know what it's about.
Well, people always talk about what animals are thinking. That always bothers me when they're like, well, your dog, he's nervous about this and he's not sure what will happen next. I'm like, oh, did he tell you that? How did that come about?
Right.
And they're like, yeah, no, I know. Your dog right now, he's happy about what you did. And so you just need to keep doing that and your dog will stay happy.
You mean you don't believe animal psychics?
I don't believe veterinarians that are like telling me what the dog is thinking.
Right.
I understand if they're like, your dog is sick, but
Yeah.
when they're like, the dog is thinking
Yeah.
that you should come home earlier, I'm like, okay.
No, that's stupid.
Is that what the dog thinks?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Great. Like you know about fucking dogs.
Yeah, I agree. Unless you've been there, done that, you can't say shit. You know what I'm saying?
Whatever. They're like, I've studied dogs. You don't know what the dog's thinking.
No.
It's like this doesn't know how hard you're gonna come when you have a baby.
That's right. And I wouldn't trust a male gynecologist either. Fuck that shit. No way, dude.
I told you about the one in high school. My friend's dad.
Tell the audience so that they can hear it.
My friend's dad had a party, and I was in high schoal, and we all went over there, and there was, it was a big party. He had a big house.
He's a
pool.
gynecologist.
Gynecologist, and like a well respected one. And so I got him alone for a minute. I was like, can I ask you something? I'm a teenager, so obviously I'm hypersexual at the time, right? I go, hey man, you're a gynecologist. I go, how do you separate, a vagina being stimulating sexually to you versus professional? How does that happen? And he goes, pussy's pussy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All perverts. All
Pussy's
disgusting
pussy. And
perverts.
I looked at him, I was like, really? He's like, yeah.
Yeah.
And he's basically saying, oh, I bite my tongue.
Yeah.
But I'm still thinking about getting up in there.
Looking at snatches all day.
Yeah.
It's like I wouldn't want to touch balls and dicks all day, and I don't know what's going on. You can study dicks and balls, but
Yeah.
until you yourself have a dick or balls,
Yeah.
you don't know what's going on.
I
You
met
really
one.
don't
I met
know.
a female urologist. She wasn't mine, but I
And?
met one. I thought about that. I was like, all you do is look at dicks all day.
Ugh.
I wanted to ask her dick questions.
Yeah.
But it was a kind of an upscale dinner. I didn't want to be like, what's like the biggest dick you've seen? That's what I wanted to ask her.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
I want to know that too. Because I asked my gynae about nasty snatches.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah. Oh, I asked my gynecologist one time about male gynecologists. She goes, oh yeah, they're all weirdos.
See?
She goes, I would never, ever. She goes, they're all weirdos,
I wanted to ask
psychos,
this lady, did you ever
perverts.
start jacking those dicks when you're giving exams?
Do you think that's the big temptation?
Probably.
When she...
Why would this woman, of all the fields of medicine...
Right. I know.
Be like, everything that's out there.
Yeah.
Internal medicine, you can be a cardiologist.
I know.
You could be a...
Podiatrist.
Yeah, you could be a
dermatologist.
pediatrician, and all of them. And she's like, dicks and balls.
Dicks and... Right. That's what I'm saying. You've got to be messed up
So
in your head.
It's not that weird for me to be like, you ever start jacking them? You ever start sucking on them when you're in there?
I just probably think, yeah, like they pull down their pants and she just starts licking her lips like, I gotta taste these balls.
Like the pornos when they're like,
Yeah. What if that's her special method and that's why her clients are, there's just so many
Keep
patients.
coming back.
Because she's like, well, first I have to do a taste test on these balls, sir.
Yeah.
Would you submit to a taste test?
I don't know. And that guy always has to act like, he's like, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that. And then she, from across the room, she goes, and she spits on him. And he's like, whoa. And then she's like, I think my nurse is going to have to help me. And then another female comes
I'm being
in.
serious here.
I'm the nurse.
I'm trying to be serious about this. I mean,
I'm too. I'm being serious.
I think here's why I think anybody would choose that. Let's keep it real.
Because
of fucking Kenny here. No, I think that you choose it because it is a little titillating on some level.
It might be a repressed, like maybe
Yes.
this girl, this female urologist was like, had a strict upbringing. And they were like, no boys, no dates.
Right.
You study. And then she got to college, and then her parents were still like, you better not be going out, and you need to get into
dicks.
you need to get to medical school. You cannot fuck around. And by the time she got there, and they're like, what field? She was like, dicks and balls.
Yeah. I'm gonna jack as many dicks and balls as I want.
Yeah.
Here, I'll show you, Mom.
And also, she has control and power more so than the actual. She's the one telling them.
Interesting.
About what their dicks and balls should be doing.
Interesting, and especially on men, that's their most prized body part is the dick and balls.
Absolutely. Now she's an official.
The Dick Detectives.
Right.
That's what urologists are.
They are dick detectives.
Yeah.
What about?
Yeah.
And I think it's a power thing, control.
Totally.
Definitely.
Think about that. That exists with all doctors because you essentially at a point you go like, you tell me. And
how am I going to live? Yeah.
I can make you feel better. I can tell you the reality of this situation. They're like a version of God.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're telling you like, this is what's going to happen.
Yeah. I will say during my
you're going to come for me right now. I'm your doctor.
During fertility stuff, like when we conceived Ellis, I had two male doctors examine me when they give you ultrasounds.
Yeah.
And both were terrible at it. I had an old ass white guy. He didn't know where the hole was, and he like shoved the other guy, a younger gentleman. He had no fucking clue how to get a or the ultrasound in. It was like, dude, it's so shitty. I remember when they were, I don't like that.
When the females were seeing if you were dilated, checking it. Yeah. That one was like jam.
Yeah.
And one of them was like gentle.
Yeah. That's all in the personality.
But the jam one, I was like, why don't you take it easy, man? I could see it from where I was sitting.
God, it's the worst.
Oh man, like.
And it's like glass up there when you're really, really pregnant. Like it's hormonal, and it just feels like someone's putting glass.
Yeah, that nurse
in
was
there.
like high school Tom, just like I'm
high school
Tom. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready?
Super aggressive.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a female dick doctor?
No. Never had a female. Really, I'm trying to think. No.
Now proctology, that's one where you go, huh? Why would you choose assholes?
Well, we need an asshole doctor.
Right, but to deal with that's fucking gnarly.
I'm trying to think if I've ever had a female. I don't think I've had a female doctor. Huh. Well, no, because general physicians. No, I've had guys. No, female nurses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never had a male nurse.
Really? I've had male nurses.
Yeah.
I've had multiple, by the way, but it still stands out. On the flight yesterday, the first officer got on the PA and was like, "The pilot said that we're going to experience some turbulence, and she said to stay in your seats." Blah blah blah. So they kept referring to the pilot
as a she, which
is more common, but it still stands out. You're like, oh, there's a female.
Well, you
pilot.
can't really make assumptions because what if biologically it's a he, but she feels like a she.
But he was using the she pronoun, so she might be comfortable with it. But I see what you're saying. Maybe a male got their license and then changed.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. He could have woken up a man, and then by the time the flight took off, became a she. So
happens
all the time.
Yeah,
happens all the time.
You got to respect it.
Huge development in the Segura home. I tried to install a tushy on my own, which was a disaster. We got sent one for free, and I was like,
make you think you can do that.
I'm so dumb. Well, because they make it sound like it is. They're like, anybody.
Yeah, but I know you,
I'm like,
and you know
damn
you.
It.
You're not going to be like, let me install this shit right now.
So, of course, I ended up ruining the toilet. It kept overflowing and running. So I called a handyman, and he installed it. And now we have two. We have a Tushy and the Toto Washlet 350E. And I have to tell you, they're two different toileting experiences. The Toto Washlet provides a warm spray, kind of an all-over clean. Like, I like it because it covers the kibbles and the bits.
Asshole.
That's right. Now, the Tushy is expressly for your asshole. Mm-hmm. That is like a fire hose.
High pressure.
I should
have tried it today.
Just on your butthole.
God.
So it's totally different. It's totally different.
Yeah.
Both wonderful experiences, though. I recommend either for those of you who are interested in a bidet. I can't recommend them enough, but the Tushy's like an affordable thing.
It is.
Nails.
How does my asshole smell, huh?
Now I didn't get the warm one, water tushy, because like I didn't want to deal with the plumber coming and doing all that, or electrician, blah blah blah.
How was getting that guy over here? Was that pretty easy? The guy to install it.
Oh my god! So I find this guy through a friend, and he goes, we're texting back and forth, and he goes, "What's your address?" I give him our address, and then he goes, "Can I have directions?" And I was like, that's odd, but okay, maybe this person's older.
Yeah.
I don't know how old he is.
Yeah.
And I give him directions, and then he goes, "Well, is that coming from north or south?" And I'm like, "Okay, coming from this way." It's essentially three things: turn right, turn right, turn right.
Yeah, from where
he is.
Yeah.
And he keeps texting me and not understanding what I'm. So finally, I was like, "Whatever, dude." Like I stopped talking to him because I'm with the kid alone and I can't handle him. So the day of, he texts me, "Is it a right on blah, blah, blah street?" He's still confused.
Yeah.
And then he calls me. And I'm like, you know what? In my head, I go, I can't do this. Listen, bro, if you can't find my house, you don't have the job.
You basically make that decision, right?
You're a moron.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because then I go, if you can't even find directions to my house, how are you going to fix my damn toilet? How are you going to fix the goddamn doorknob I need?
You know what this reminds me of, by the way? This is when people ask to, like friends ask to come to a show.
Oh my God.
On the road.
Stop it.
And
Yeah,
they're like, hey, I saw you're gonna be in Montreal. Can I get tickets to the show? Sure. Okay. Where do I get the tickets? I go, they're at Will Call at the box
like every other venue ever under the stars.
What time should I arrive? I'm like, before the show.
Yeah. Where do
the
I
show's
park?
at 8. And they're like, oh, okay, parking's there. I'm like, I'm sure it is. I don't know. I don't live there, so I don't know. And then they're like, is there someone that I should ask for when I get there? Do you know if there's parking on site, or I'll have to park somewhere else and then get there?
Google it.
Where should I meet you after the show?
Oh my God.
Do you know if where in the venue my seats will be? And I'm like, at a certain point I do the same thing. I go, I'm responding.
Done. It's in God's hands.
And then I'll get like 10, and then after the show they're like, I was texting you earlier. Like, I had my phone off. I left it. I don't even know.
Well, the day of the guy's appointment, our appointment, I'm with my son. I'm alone. Toddlers are a handful. I also don't have access to my phone 24/7 because I'm running around with the kid. So he calls me, leaves me voicemails, and I'm ignoring him. At this point, I'm like, you know what, bro? If you can't figure that, you don't have fucking GPS on your I know you have a cell phone. So all you got to do is open up Google Maps or whatever maps. He has a cell phone. So he shows up angry. He finally finds the house. He shows up and he's a little like, I think your phone is off. And I was like, oh, is it? Yeah, I don't know. Like I lie. I'm like, I was with my toddler. Sorry, I can't really. And I go, he goes, I didn't turn right on this or whatever. He's upset because he couldn't find the street. And then I go, well, don't you have GPS? Oh, I don't believe in that. I don't use that.
Well, that's why you're angry.
Right, stupid.
Yeah.
So use the technology. You know why? Because he's a hippie. He lives in the mountains.
Yeah.
And he doesn't use air conditioning.
He said that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. And I think he's one of these people that thinks that they're watching if he's using GPS.
Oh, right.
And I wanted to fucking throw my cell phone at his head. And I was so angry with him.
It was 111 one day last week? I know. And how that felt?
Oh, and here's the best part. So we had a couple of other things that he was fixing. This guy was giving me a fucking tutorial as he was doing it. Like, well, you see the toilet's not working because the flusher in this mechanism here. And I was like, bro, motherfucker, listen.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to be educated. That's why I'm paying you the $50. You fucking do this for me. And he's talking me through what's wrong. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
I don't need to hear any of this. I'm taking care of my kid. Like, you do it. That's why I called you, asshole. Explaining to me why the doorknobs aren't working. I'm like,
I don't care.
I don't care. Just fix it, please.
Yeah. I don't want to learn. I don't
want to learn?
No. I'm too old to learn. I don't want to learn. Yeah. I know. I feel the same way. Just fix it. That's why I'm paying you.
Just make it go away. That's why you're here.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to.
I just got my haircut. He didn't talk to me about how he does it. He just does it.
Well, when you go to a dentist, you don't want them explaining, this is how I'm, this is why you're educated. This is your specialty. You do you.
Just like this specialty is coming while you're giving birth.
Orgasmic birth.
Oh, Jesus.
It will change the way you think about childbirth and yourself forever.
If you were told that you could have one of the most physically, emotionally, spiritually transcendent moments of your life,
back tattoo.
and here's the map to get there, Would you really say no?
Yes.
No, you wouldn't. You're lying. You would do it.
I wish you'd get a tattoo.
Will
like
you give this a
that
shot
guy.
if I can get it set up for us?
Yes, I will. I will have a very open mind.
It just felt so good.
If I have another baby,
Yeah.
bring that lady
Sexual
over.
pleasure.
Yes, it is. I'm going to show you. You know what I told my mom yesterday? She was telling me that she farted really big. And I go, hey, you can make money. She goes, what? And I said, if you start recording those, we could sell. People pay for that online. And she got so disgusted and so upset. And she goes, I would never lower myself to that. And I go, why? It's extra money.
Fart
like
mistress.
you like to go to the casino. So here's some good casino money for you.
Yeah.
And she was like, she goes, never. But people are making money, I'm like,
what a square. It's money left on the table as far as I'm
look at that
concerned.
money.
Hi guys, it's Veronica again. As you can see, I'm at a Walmart.
Walmart.
Again, currently in the buggy aisle. And guess what? I have to fart.
Yeah. There you go.
I like this new genre, the farting in public genre.
And
It's
probably
exciting.
picking different locations. I think the nice thing about somebody that's into her video is they go, I can go to that Walmart. I can go to where she farted. And if my mother would do that, I mean, that'd be a pretty cool following she could develop.
We've reserved fartmistress.com, and so far we have not put content on there.
Yeah.
And maybe your mother's the fart mistress.
Maybe we can just put videos of her trying to be talked into doing it and just saying,
It's really funny.
Yeah. The reluctant fart mistress.
Yeah. Yeah. That's so funny.
Yeah.
In the candle aisle, no less.
I wonder what her preparation is, like when she knows she's going to shoot.
It's so interesting.
That's really what the interesting thing about these people that do this is like, well, do you know that you're going to have this for breakfast and then you can go
Right.
shoot your video?
I'd assume so.
Yeah.
If I were to do these videos, I would eat a lot of dried apricots and Vietnamese
And you'd
food
know it's
to
on?
prepare. I'd have a bowl of pho and then dried apricots. But yeah,
Slippers. She's going to get some slippers.
that's a good one.
Wow.
Some good farts.
I love this girl.
Yeah, she's pretty great.
Now, she is monetizing these videos, right?
Yeah, this is for sale.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Well, I'd hate to think of people wasting all their precious farts.
Go to her, yeah.
I hate not monetizing them, There's an audience out there
That want them.
that want
That's
this.
what I was trying to tell my mother.
Can we please do a phone call where you're explaining this to her?
About
The farts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we try calling her?
You want to try calling right now?
Let's see if she
Okay.
can understand this.
Okay, I'll see if I can get her.
I'm dying to hear her talk about this.
I mean, good luck getting her to fucking answer, though. I mean, it really is like...
Well, let's text her.
It's like calling somebody a fucking 100 years ago or something. Like they're like, what day will you be calling? She might as well say to me. Because it's so annoying. Both of them are like this now. I'm like, I called you, I texted you. Oh, I left it charging. I'm like, dude, how often do you leave it charging? Why do you leave it charging so long?
I'm texting her. Tom's calling you. Answer your phone.
Okay. Whoa. All right. Let me see if I can. I don't care about this. I just want to make a phone call. All right. Let's see. I don't have her number even memorized.
I'm texting her right now so that
Okay.
we can.
Let's see if she'll do it.
Gosh, the emails are just pouring in about the moose soup lady, too. She's really struck a chord with our audience, and she struck a chord with my heart. I've been thinking about her all weekend, too, moose soup.
Yeah.
Come on for some moose soup later. And her OMG, gosh.
I know.
I just love her.
She's fantastic.
OMG.
OMG.
Come on up for some moose soup later.
OMG. Come down later
Your
for
call has
moose
been
soup.
forwarded to an automatic voice message.
Didn't answer.
Later. Try the house.
No, they're not home.
Oh, that's right. They're
Yeah.
visiting something.
Yeah. Oh, there she is. Hold on.
It's meant to be.
Hello?
Hello?
Mom.
Tommy.
Hey.
With 213, I said, who is 213? And
Okay, I'm in the. No, I'm in my office. I have a different phone there.
Oh.
Hey, I wanted to ask you real quick. I did some research. I found out it's pretty serious money you can make if you do some fart videos.
Oh my God, Tommy, please, I'm sitting here when we have lunch.
But I mean, would you consider putting up a couple just to test the market?
Are we talking the price of a house?
No, but I'm saying I think it can generate extra gambling money for you for the casinos. I think you're looking
How much are we talking?
maybe a couple thousand a month.
A month?
A month, yeah. And all you got to do is if you feel one coming, you just hit record.
Oh my God, Tommy, this is disgusting. Oh.
You just hit record on your iPhone and then send it to me, and I'll have direct deposit set up for you.
Oh my God. This is the most disgusting thing.
Well, people will pay $5.
I can't get that low.
$5 per fart video.
I understand for people who are in need for me, and I pray to God I don't get that low.
Okay, but is there a number that will make you feel comfortable to start?
How can you tempt me with something so disgusting?
I mean, I just think that this is a great business opportunity. That's all.
It's money on the table.
3,000.
$3,000 a month?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to do some research. If I can get people to sign up, will you start posting videos?
Oh my God. So will I start for $3,000 a month? And I have to post it?
He said absolutely.
$3,000 to post it. Keep paying me $3,000 a month.
My face hurts.
Because you don't have my card. Jane wants to do that.
Well, will you consider it?
Yes, for 3,000, yes.
Okay. I'm going to do some research and see if I can get that type of commitment. And just so you know, it might be more. So I'm just starting low, but it might go more than that.
Gosh, I can't believe I'm getting excited about starting.
Okay. And then also, if you could
Jane
do...
wants to know what can she do for 3,000.
Hold on. I know already that some people were asking if you could, when you do these video, if you feel one and you record it, fart and then go oh my gosh, I didn't mean to do that.
We practice?
They practice like that.
Can
Okay.
she practice right now?
Can you try one for us?
Oh my God, this is...
You have to go
I'm falling so low.
oh, you have to go, oh, I didn't mean to.
Oh my God, this is... How do I do it?
What do you mean? You just...
So I have to put record?
Yeah, and then you send me the video. You pull your iPhone up. You pull your iPhone up. Are you hearing me?
Okay. Yeah, I put the iPhone.
Okay, you open video, and you press record, and you record yourself, and then you just show the whole thing, and then when you're done, go oh my gosh, I didn't mean to do that. Like it's an accident.
Ay, qué atroz. Are they going to know who did it?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think that's part of the appeal. Is they're like, oh, this is Tom's mom, and she's farting.
$3,000 a month, man. You haven't heard mine.
Hey,
that was 5,000.
I mean, Charo.
It's a lot of gambling money.
Charo.
Okay. Yes.
This could supplement your retirement.
Jane wants to know what can she do for the 1,000. Yeah, okay. What can Jane do for the 1,000? She's desperate. We're having lunch here.
I mean, maybe pee in a cup. I'll look into it.
God, hold on. Talk to Jane for a second, please. You have to help her to do something for the 1,000.
Hey, Tommy.
Hey, what's up, man?
Nothing. What are you doing? What number are you calling from? Mom wasn't going to answer.
It's my office line. It's in the office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just people were asking a bunch of questions because they heard about Mom's farts, and they're like, well, we want to see them, and then they showed me this site where we can upload her farting, and people are willing to pay for it, you know?
That is crazy.
Yeah. Do you, by any chance, do you want to do fart videos too?
For money, I would do fart videos all day.
But, I mean, it might sour your reputation around town. That's the only thing I would feel I have to tell you, because you have to be on camera.
Oh, wait. She has to fart with her face being shown?
Yeah.
Now she's saying, no.
Why?
No. Yeah, well, I just chilled on. She's only had like a couple sips of her wine. And by the end of the glass of wine, I'm sure she'll be down.
Okay.
Yeah. You look so good. I'm so proud of you. I really am.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you. All right, I'll let you guys have lunch and then give me a call later, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, bye-bye.
All right.
Wow.
That was pretty amazing.
That was perfect timing. Your mom was on board until we had to show her face.
Yeah. And she had, I was like, a couple thousand. No, and she was like, I don't know. It's gross. I'm like, well, what does it take? 3? She just moved it up $1,000 and was like, I'll fart for $1,000.
I mean, I do feel like $3,000 is reasonable for fart videos. That's a really good rate.
What is that? That's $36,000 a year. That's more than some teachers make.
Absolutely. I mean, yeah, you're never going to have a legitimate job again, but do you want one?
And she's 70-something years old.
Yeah,
So
that's retirement
the
money.
granny fart mistress? That's pretty
That's
cool.
a really good idea. Look, she's in retirement. She doesn't want to work. I mean,
Yeah.
that'll supplement your income.
Yeah.
Your retirement, whatever checks that they get from the government.
Sure. And I think it'd be, I'd like to be known as the comedian whose mom does fart videos. I mean, I think that would help my brand.
Yeah, that's the biggest incentive for me too. Is people getting to know
I could have
you.
her start opening for me on the road.
Interesting.
Do you guys want to see the granny farts, lady?
Right.
And then she comes out, puts a mic to her butt, goes,
Farting
welcome
granny.
my son. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it seems like a really good idea.
Oh, yeah, and the best part is you could spend time together on the road.
Yeah.
You can just travel with your mom. You can stay in the same hotel room as your mom. You guys really get close,
Yeah, that would be really cool. And then
marry your mom.
And then we'd have to really start. But again, what interests me is we really have to start paying attention to what she eats to get the right.
Right. Right.
Dirty bitch.
Yeah.
Well, thankfully, she's already on a diet that's high gas producing.
That's right.
She already is.
Yeah.
Which is
Come
what
down later for moose soup.
I can't get enough.
I know. She's so
I
great.
can't get enough of her.
We found out who she was.
Yeah.
But you know what? It does a disservice to the fun of not knowing who she is.
Right, and we don't want to violate anybody's privacy.
Yeah.
We
No,
enjoy her, but we don't want her to get bombarded
like
by people.
The voice more and the imagination more than this is who it is. You know?
Yeah.
I feel like it's more fun that way, personally.
But we do know what she looks like, is
We
what
do.
you're saying.
Yeah.
So can we at least describe her to the audience?
Well, I'll just say we were both wrong.
Yeah.
We can say that. I don't want to.
Well,
now there's a face to it. It changes the dynamic.
I said a brunette, like a mullety brunette.
And she was a brunette before. She went gray, so we can say that.
She's gray.
Yeah, but she had big honkers.
Big slops.
Yeah.
She's an older lady, and she's real. I'd say she's just stocky, like thick.
Yeah.
Kind of like thicker legs and around her
broader,
middle, older. Yeah.
But not a fatty or anything like that. Really.
No.
By the way, I want to mention this. I mentioned it at the top when we did all our stuff, but I know there's people that skip all that. So I have to mention it once during the show, and that is if you're in Australia, and you skip the top, I am having to move my dates due to a scheduling conflict. I tried to move it twice to sooner, and it due to venue availability, it's moved till April.
You said doo-doo.
Doo-doo availability. It's moved to April, and I know that's a ways away. That's just the way it worked out. I'm sorry that it's put off that long, but that's just the way it is. So the tickets are still good for the new shows. You've probably been contacted. If you don't want to go, you can get a refund. But that's just the way it is. So I apologize, but that's what is going to happen with that.
Okay.
So I have to tell them.
I wanted to bring up a topic. Now, you started to talk about it yesterday when you got home from your long journey.
Yeah, which I have to say was awesome in the Dirty.
Yeah.
So thank you to everybody that was in those cities. Richmond, Virginia Beach, Greensboro, Asheville, and Charleston, which is where my sister is, which is who I was just speaking to. So I got to hang out with her a little bit, and the shows were bananas. Remember, I was announcing on this show that Charleston, I was like, we need you to get some tickets. In the last week leading up to the show, the ticket sales doubled.
Wow.
For that.
Fantastic. That's mommy power right there.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That's the power of the genes.
Yeah.
Gene powers. So you came home and you started to talk about how you actually preferred plane shits. And I go, stop you right there. I'm going to write that down. Come up for some moose soup, and we'll talk about this on the show.
That's true, because I was starting to tell you, and you're like, just stop.
Save it. This
what
is
I was
gold.
saying was this. There's no better place to shit than in your own house, obviously.
That's number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you're traveling, your hotel room, you have your privacy, you have your own amenities.
It's not a bidet, though.
I know, but you can jump in the shower. You can do what you want. It's still like it's your travel home, right? So you're still, once you leave there, the only thing I like about the plane, as opposed to, let's say, the airport stall, is that it sucks. It sucks shitting on a plane.
Yeah.
It sucks. I get performance anxiety.
Oh,
and
that's the one.
That's the worst part.
Yeah.
But here's the good part. You're shitting there, right where your left elbow or right elbow is, depending on the layout of that plane, is the sink. It's right there. And they usually, in my experience, have like piping hot water. So what I'll do is I'll shit, and then not toilet paper is on planes is really low quality.
I hate that.
So I'll take paper towels because they're thicker, and I'll soak them in piping hot water, and then I'll start to wash my asshole with that, and I get the sensation eventually of being so clean because I'm using a thicker paper that doesn't tear like their cheap toilet paper does, and I have hot water cleaning out that area. So I actually prefer that to an airport stall because I don't feel as clean.
What you're saying is you like the proximity of the sink to the toilet, and that is something that enhances the whole misery of the toilet shit.
Because if you're in the stall,
makes it better.
If you're like, I want that, you'd have to leave your stall, wet something under the sink, go back to the stall. Like, I've done that, by the way. I've done it, but it's a much more tedious and...
You've done that in public?
Yeah, I have. I swear.
Where?
In an airport. Yeah.
You're not afraid. And what do you do with your pants? You leave them around your ankles?
Well, no, what I did was I cleaned up well, but I was like, I want another level of cleaning. So I went out, wet toilet paper in front of people, took it back into the stall.
But did you pull your pants up over your dirty assholes?
Yeah, but I also left the buckle and stuff open. I left the pants.
So everybody knew.
Everyone knew I was cleaning my ass, yeah.
But guys don't care. Guys are savages.
Guys don't care, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's so nasty. When's the last time you did that?
This week.
Where?
One of these airports. I don't know. I was in 5 airports. I don't know. I wasn't. I was in 2 airports, right? 3. I don't fucking remember. I was in one of them, though. Maybe O'Hare I did it in.
Oh, that's a good one.
Connecting
that's
back.
a huge airport.
God, it is.
That's a fucking... Can I read an email to you before we roll along here?
Sure.
I think it's kind of fitting apropos our current discussion. Hold on. Oh, geez. Okay, here we go. Hi, mommies. As the water champ of Bristol, England, while staying exceptionally hydrated, I have switched to a water meter from a fixed fee water billing system as an incentive to save water lest the reservoirs run dry due to my advanced water intake. As I am now paying per flush, I have to put a cap of 2 flushes per brown. This means there is sometimes a little fun, buoyant brown nugget remaining in the bowl. Which my Jean is obliged to brown on top of before using any of her assigned flushes.
Is fucking crazy.
She thinks that our browns touching is weird, even though she touches my wiener.
Yeah.
I like to sell her this idea by pointing out that the little brown is probably lonely and needs a few of her big brown pebble nuggets to support it into the murky world of the British sewage system. Please, could you confirm or deny if you have a similar Nuggy Buddy policy or if you enforce a water wasteful flush till gone system?
Waste it up. Waste all that water.
Now,
foul, man.
I'm afraid I'm going to have to call you out here a little bit, but I would say half the time I go to use the toilet, there's one of your little brown nuggies floating.
No, there's not.
Yeah.
What?
There's a lot of your brown nuggies. Or what you do is you leave a final wiper of paper, and you leave it just at the bottom of the toilet.
That's my trademark, but not nuggies.
Yes. You leave a lot of teeny tiny nuggets. I don't know how.
All right.
But
well,
I flush and then I go.
can say this. Oh, see, that you waste the water, though.
Of course I waste the
I
water.
can say that I don't ever intend for nuggets to be there. The last sheet of paper is a trademark, something I've been doing for a long time.
You have
that
been.
I want people to know that like I was there, but I don't do it with nuggets.
You wouldn't shit on my nugget. You would flush before.
Oh fuck yeah! I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's
That's just
gross.
automatic. That's automatic to me.
Me too. I think it's disgusting, and I don't understand this 12 flushing system you guys have. That sounds
that's
terrible.
Fucking foul.
And here in America,
is nasty as hell.
That's nasty.
in America, we just waste.
Use nasty, bro.
And then I also got an email from a couple who their browns seem to come on at the same time in the morning.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming have one toilet. Now you and I had one toilet for a million years. And what did we do when we both had to brown at the same time?
Yeah.
I think what happens is we realize that when you say I got to go shit, you can hold it for another hour before you
Sometimes I can hold it for a while. Yeah.
Whereas when I say I got to shit, it means I have to go now.
So weird. You're like, I got to go in the next 30 seconds. It's
yeah.
like, God,
that's what it is.
why do you have an emergency system in there? I mean, it's just like, it should be like, oh, I got a signal. I should do this later.
It's like a flare.
Yeah.
No.
I got an interesting email.
Yeah.
This is really for me, but you can comment on this too, since actually the two of us can comment. So this is a chubby chaser seeking advice. She writes, "Hello, Tommy and Tina. I'm writing because I have a problem I think you may be able to help me with. About a year ago, I met a guy at a friend's wedding. We got along great, dancing, joking together most of the night. At the end of the night, he asked for my number and I didn't hesitate to give it to him. We joke around, flirt a lot through text and Snapchat, often saying we wanted to hang out, but nothing has come to fruition. Usually, I would tell this fuckboy to kiss my pussy and not worry about it, as he obviously wears his pants low and loose. But I have a theory you may be able to offer some insight on. This guy is chubby. I make fitness, all of the fitness. I take very good care of myself. I'm in very good shape. Could this have anything to do with his hesitation to pull the trigger and see me again? I usually date other fit people, so I do not have a frame of reference for this adorable doughboy. Maybe insecurity keeps him from wanting to take his clothes off in front of me. Maybe he will feel judged. Maybe it's just like the gays. Seeing as how Tommy used to be fat and mommy Tina was obviously into it, I was wondering if you two could give me some words of wisdom. Maybe this is a better question for Bernd Chrysler, seeing as he is still fat. Thanks, Hitler. Brittany. I think it's an excellent question, and it brings a lot of discussion points to light. Number one, let's go through the possibilities. Number one, there is one possibility that this guy is not interested.
Yeah.
That's a possibility.
Yeah.
But he did ask for her number, so that's why I would probably take that kind of off the table.
Or he has a girlfriend or somebody he's seeing right now. Maybe
those
he was
are
on the
possible,
outs.
but maybe she if they're communicating, she would probably know if he has a girlfriend. You know, it's possible. But so I'm saying that's option one. He's not into her. Option two could be that you're totally correct, and that he is just super insecure. In which case, I think just like no matter what somebody's insecurities are, they need reassurance. They need reassurance that you're not that you're attracted to him. You know, so and also I would say that guys, regardless of their bodies and physiques, most of the time need to be hit on the head with information, especially when it comes to a lot of guys don't assume that you're attracted. I mean, there's the chaser, there's a guy that's always, but a lot of guys are the type that go, I didn't know you're into me. You know, like I feel like maybe women, I'm making assumptions here, are more the opposite of that. But I feel like a lot of guys are the types that are like, I'm not going to assume that it's reciprocated.
Yeah, it's funny. I think it's the exact opposite. I think a lot of men assume that you're into them when you just say hello.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're like,
See,
fuck me. I'm like, no, just being nice.
Yeah, I could see that. I guess it goes for both sexes then, because
But you're nice. That's why you're a decent man, and that's why you don't assume that everyone wants to fuck you, because you're actually a sweet human being, which is why I married you. And
yeah,
I
I usually did not assume that.
Of course, because you're a nice guy. I like nice guys. I married the best one. That's why.
I had to be told.
Yes.
Like directly by people, you know.
Yeah. But that's why you're special, and that's why I think you're the absolute best human being, and that's why we're married and we've been together for 12 years, because I adore you for that.
Well, that's very sweet.
And you're not a douchebag.
No.
I wouldn't blame his weight. It sounds like she's weight focused here.
Well, she's bringing about an interesting point, because what she's saying is that she's super fit. He's not. They do communicate. They do flirt. They do text.
Okay.
He's not pulling the trigger. She's into him. How does she, like, my point would be that if I'm trying to put myself in the guy's position, maybe if she is correct in her assumption that he's insecure about it, what helps is reassurance.
Right.
So you actually have to be, if that's the case, more blatant.
You have to be blatant that you're okay with him not being into fitness.
Well, yeah, not into fitness, and like without saying like, even though you're this, it's like, I'm attracted to you.
Right. I like this.
Yeah.
The thing is, he's probably freaking like, I don't want to run 10 miles a day to hang out with this chick. I don't want to go to the gym. This is not something we're a lifestyle different.
Right.
This isn't going to work.
If you're that fit, it could
she's
be
talking
like,
about, she makes fitness and all the
she said
time.
all the fitness, yeah.
So she makes all the fitness. He makes none of the fitness.
Yeah.
Now, the reason you and I worked, I think, is because I had the soul of a fat person. Always.
Yeah.
I never wanted to go exercising with you, so we weren't so divergent on lifestyle.
Right, yeah. Lifestyle is a thing.
Yeah.
But you can also, it's also good, I think, in a relationship to have some different interests. Things that
Yeah.
I do, things that you do that are not, you're like, go do
Like
that.
I read books,
Not
words,
true.
and
But so she could be the type that's like, I'm going to go fucking rock climbing.
And he's like,
that's
that
cool.
sounds
I'm gonna
terrible.
bake something. I don't know. Like it could just be, but he needs reassurance.
yeah, you should reassure
He needs
him.
reassurance and obvious, like, and I mean, I know that like you're like, well, pull the trigger, but maybe you got to be like, hey, this Saturday, you know, whatever's going on, or I know this bar, or I want to see this movie. Like, just make it
That's
obvious.
what I do with you.
Yeah, and then when you're with him, you know, make your interests obvious.
Yeah.
You know, whatever. It's like you don't have to be like pull that dick out, but you start, you know, get handsy. Put the hands on the back, thigh hands. You know,
Thigh hands?
Thigh hands.
That's really forward.
Yeah, but you do it like for a second. You don't leave it there, right? You just give him a signal. The signal is like, "Hey, I like you." And he needs the reassurance.
A dick graze. Like, I gotta.
Too much.
I'm reaching for the napkin. Oops, did I?
Every
graze?
guy knows that thigh hands are like
Thigh hands.
Whoa, yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, because it's not slutty.
Yeah.
It's like it's a signal. It's just like
I like you.
It's I like you. This is a part of your body that's not like too personal to touch.
Right.
But it's enough to send you the signal that this hand can go higher on your leg.
Did I let you know that I liked you? How did you know that I liked you eventually?
Well, I had a little heads up from your friend, or your
Yeah.
mutual friend.
That's what it was.
Yeah, so he was like, there's an open door here, is what he told me. Like, you
Aw.
can make a phone call and see what's up with this bitch, And I was like,
Babe.
that's what he said.
Didn't
And then I was like, what bitch is that again? Like, that's how he talked.
Mhm.
And then I was like, hit me up with those digits real quick.
You're sweet.
And I was like, what's up, bitch?
I reminded you one time we were like in the dating, courting, early phases of our, thing, whatever. We were friends first. So we transitioned from friendship to dating.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, oh, are you going to so-and-so's party this weekend?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, are you going tonight? And you go, and then you didn't go. And I was hoping to see you there. And then I talked to you later and you're all, oh, I fell asleep on the couch. I was like, this guy.
I just remembered something. We don't have a house phone in here. And Be
Weezy's. And he probably doesn't have a cell phone.
He definitely doesn't. We gotta go get one. Let's press pause.
Press pause.
And wait till the weasel gets here.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Be Weezy.
The weasel's a different person.
I know. You know what I mean, though. We'll be back in a moment.
Okay, mommy.
And we stepped away, obviously, for a moment there, but we are back. We're joined by our guest that we teased earlier in the show.
You want to talk some shit?
He's here with us right now.
The creator of the, you want to talk some shit?
Yeah, the 800 party gangster party line.
Oh my God.
Be Weezy. Brent Weinbach is
All
here,
right.
everybody.
Thank you. you. That was a nice intro and a nice little tight little sound bite too.
Yeah.
It was a tight bite.
Tight bite.
It's
That's
a
what we
tight
do. We
bite. I
specialize
like
in
those
the
tight
tight
bites.
bites.
Yeah.
I will say that the Gangster Party line is my hands down like my favorite sketch ever done ever.
thank you.
It's so funny and you actually had that phone number up for a
Still
long.
up.
It's still up.
People still call it all the time. We could take calls. We should actually maybe try to take calls if it's an easy setup. All I need is to log in and do a Gmail account, and we can take calls.
That's insanity.
People
We
talking
call
shit.
all the time. Still, all the time during the day.
And what do they say? What's the?
Sometimes they just hang up. Sometimes they just say something short, but sometimes they go on rants. And I mean, we posted a lot of the messages that people would leave, on this website, gangsterpartyline.com. And there's all kinds of fun.
You even did your online sketch was such a success that you even did like a follow-up.
Oh yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah, we took some calls.
How did you produce it? Like, how did you?
Oh, just LA. Put a notice up on LA Casting and Craigslist, and that was pretty much it. My friend had a house that we could use.
Where did you hold your casting sessions? Did you find an office?
Yeah, we used my friend's family's business. On the weekend,
Okay.
we used an office in there and had people come in on the weekend.
That dude,
yeah,
the dude that played like the face of
the main gangster. Yeah,
Want to talk some shit?
He had like a very
Leland White. His name is.
He had like a very L.A. accent for delivery of the lines.
Oh, you thought so?
I thought so. Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, like what was that?
Well, very California way. There's a California diction for that. Like, I think especially if you listen to a lot of hip hop, some guys can say certain words and you're like, oh, that's a West Coast guy.
That's interesting. I mean, is there anything specific you can point out?
Can we play the sketch for people that don't know Gangster Party Line?
Yeah, we can. Right? There's no
of course
licensing.
Why don't we play
it
it for the very few? I mean, look, we're such a huge fan of the sketch that we talked about it.
If you guys are fans, I got some news for you in a little bit.
Oh,
really?
Well, yeah. There's gonna be more.
More Gangster Party Line?
Well, more Hotline videos and one more Gangster Party Line video.
Oh my
Really?
goodness.
You've
so
been making
exciting.
them.
Yeah, earlier this year, I made it was a huge project, but there was made 5 new Hotline videos. One of them being a sequel to Gangster Party Line, but then the other 4 are different themes.
Different themed party lines, basically.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, let's intro Gangster Party Line just so that.
Where should we go for it? Where do you
it?
like it to be played off of? YouTube?
Sure, YouTube. And go to
type
the source. I mean, these days.
Do I type in Brent Weinbach?
Sure, you go to my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Brent Weinbach.
Okay, I'm gonna do that right now.
And there's other cool videos there too if people are interested.
Yeah, you have a bunch of good ones. So Brent Weinbach, professional magician.
Yeah,
thing?
that's right.
That one's hilarious too.
That's
so
right.
good.
All right, hold on. Here we go.
So
by the
funny.
way, I'll get into this later. You didn't watch that video link I sent you a little while back.
You told me not to.
Good.
Yeah. Are we gonna play it today?
We should.
Do you have it?
Well, you can access it online. Yes.
Okay. All right, here we go.
What's up, nigga? You want to talk some shit?
Point out the LA-isms too, actually.
Call me. Start some shit, bitch.
Sup, fool? You gonna talk shit about me, homie?
Well, that's
Where you
definitely West Coast.
Hundreds of niggas is waiting for your motherfucking call.
And that's you, right? Doing the voiceover?
No.
Really? Sounds like you.
Talking shit about you right now.
Really? That sounds like me?
Yeah.
You want to sell that shit? Call these motherfuckers ASAP.
That to me, even like just the way he said that to me,
ASAP.
seems like a West Coast guy.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said some shit. What? Man, fuck you and your bones.
What about him?
Hmm.
Where do you think he's from? Because I know.
You know where he's from?
Yeah, and I do know where he's from, and I can really hear it too.
Okay,
Let's listen again.
Yeah, I said some shit. What? Man, fuck you and your bone spurs.
The hardest niggas is standing by, ready to pick up that phone. Buff niggas, dark niggas, Asian niggas,
Byron Bowers,
white niggas.
Suck my dick, bitch. Fuck you.
1213-37.
Well, that phone, the numbers are super West Coast.
Oh, you think so?
I know so.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the intentions are not. that the way that 3 is hit, that's super West Coast.
Oh, can you play that again? The 3.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Well,
By the way, that
2-1-3.
the guy who was the Bone Spurs guy,
yeah,
that guy's East Coast, and you can hear it.
Okay,
you know, I think.
1 2 1
Suck my
3.
dick, bitch.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
1-213-373-4253.
3.
That's super West
Down,
Coast.
nigga. I'll fuck you up.
That's interesting.
Deaf niggas.
It's interesting that you're the 3.
Classic niggas.
Classic.
Racist niggas. Mystery niggas. Psycho niggas.
Who's that?
Dog niggas. Jewish niggas.
This is the
You got
best.
some motherfucking nerds calling me out Shabbat on some little bullshit ass nigga. Better calm that shit down and come around here and show me some fucking respect before me and my Jewish nigga come up here and beat your ass, nigga.
Now, that guy mostly was improvising. I told him hit Shabbat. I said, you got some nerve calling me on Shabbat. I told him, say that.
Yeah.
I said, there's a couple other things I told him to hit, but a lot of this he's just kind of, he was really good. I think I said this in the follow-up video, but he was really good at improvising or doing it loose. But whenever he tried to do things by the lines, he wasn't able to give it as much.
The great thing about him appearing here, as far as like in the
arc,
the arc is that this absolutely, like, just when you feel like you
got the joke,
yeah, this dude completely shuts it down.
Yeah.
And it also helps, like, if you're listening right now, to see him and to see the way he says this, like the way that he looks around, where he's almost like, part of you is like he's trying to remember what to say.
Yeah.
But part of you, he's like, he doesn't really stop. He goes, it's definitely.
He was awesome. He did a great job.
He's believable.
And he'll be,
He's so funny, dude.
To the side.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I can't wait for you guys to see the sequel to this. Off top, that was him.
Shit. Call now.
$4.99 per minute.
That's me. That was me right there.
Now, is it $4.99 per minute, the Gangster Party
It's
line?
free.
It's free.
It's free.
Okay.
This is...
He could. Okay, now that I listen to it, maybe it was like my memory of all the different voices.
Yeah.
So maybe it's not him so much.
Maybe it's the narrator.
The narrator, I definitely felt was West Coast as shit, though.
Yeah. Okay.
Am I right?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where. I think he is. Yeah.
You don't know?
I think he's West Coast. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you more later.
Okay.
I'll tell you more later.
All right.
Okay.
And this guy, Leland?
I don't know where he's from originally. He lives in California.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Could be.
Yeah, could be. I met his son recently. He's in the upcoming. He's in the new one as well.
Leland is?
Leland. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. There's some other fun surprises too.
All right.
I mean, this is all
what can we
teases.
see?
I know.
Is this like watching the fucking Leftovers on HBO?
I'm teasing that ass hardcore right now. Well, I'll tell you more about it. Okay, so there's a new Gangster Party line. I will say, when you see it, it's going to seem like an overkill of gangsters. The idea was just, it was going to be more an excessive amount of gangsters this time.
Okay.
More variety, just more gangsters, and it's like a lot.
Are all these going to roll out on your YouTube channel?
No, it's for Kevin Hart's new digital network called Laugh Out Loud Network. And I think it's supposed to come out in August.
Okay.
But
will you let us know?
They will streamline. In other words, it'll be like one and then another.
I'm not sure how they're going to release them exactly, but I'll probably promote them. And I'm hoping that at one point I'll be able to share the director's cuts, because those are the ones were the ones I would have wanted to go out. But
of course.
But the ones that they have they're still good, but there was things that they want us to take out or whatever, and like they're the one that's coming out on Laugh Out Loud Network is 2 minutes long for the Gangster Party line. The director's cut's 3 minutes, so you're getting a whole. There's a third missing from the.
Wow.
But there's a third.
Is that a bummer? I hate editing stuff down. So hard.
Yeah. But anyway, there's that. So there's a Gangster Party line coming out. Leland will be back, and maybe some others too.
Wow.
Some other familiar faces.
You've been busy then, man.
Oh yeah. These hotline videos took up a lot of time this year. It was like.
And congrats on doing it with looks like a production team behind you.
Yeah. No, it was.
Did you go pitch this idea to them?
Well, they just really liked the original, and they kind of pitched it to me in a way. Well, I had ideas that were related to Gangster Party line, and like getting celebrities to answer the line, or maybe animating some of the voicemails and stuff or whatever. and they just said, "What about some other hotlines?"
2 other things I want to. You made the dance. What's that short film?
Oh, I Don't Dance.
I Don't Dance. Can people see that? I watched it.
Yeah, on Vimeo. It's
on Vimeo.
I mean, yeah, thanks for mentioning it.
Do you just Google that?
Yeah, just go to my Vimeo page. It's vimeo.com/Brent Weinbach.
Go watch I Don't Dance and don't get impatient. Don't.
It is 20 minutes. You have to sit down.
It's a short film.
Yeah, it's a short film. You have to sit down and take the time to watch it.
It's I don't know if Christina's seen it.
I've seen it.
It's really great, and you know,
I haven't seen it.
I know.
You know, it's
yeah,
too long
no,
to watch on
I
this,
spent
but-
a lot of time on it, and we, you know, I hope I like people to
and
see it as much as possible.
I don't know if this is like a series. Another thing you did was like when you're like the magician doing tricks on the street.
Oh yeah, it's called Mind Jack. Yeah.
Mind Jack.
Mind Jack.
That's great. That's great.
Oh, thanks. Yeah.
The new thing though that you're teasing. How long is it?
Oh, it's like 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys should definitely watch it.
Why don't we? Can we watch it right now?
Do you want to get into it now, or did you? Yeah, I was going to tell you some more about those other hotline videos. about
Whatever
the other
you
thing,
want.
if you
That's
want.
fine.
Whatever you want.
I think
actually.
it's exciting to play. Why don't we have a debut?
Let's get a video.
Yeah.
Okay. Now here's the thing. I almost don't want you to even see the title of the video, and I wonder if I should pull it up and just full screen it so you don't know what the title is even. You know? Or do you want to know the title?
I think for simplicity, just have them click on it.
It'd probably be easier
it's just
for me
easier.
to just type
Okay, so it's go to the Vimeo because there's a bunch of re-uploads of it, like it was with the Mind Jack video.
Vimeo.com.
Just go to Brent Weinbach. You know,
Brent.
It's called Man Gives Birth.
Okay.
Well, that's really apropos. Our opening clip was
opening clip
about
today was
birth.
yeah.
So that's
Oh,
good.
really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
Okay, I see it.
About orgasms during birth.
Yeah, this one's like definitely kind of it's a little more hardcore. So
Okay.
watch out.
Hardcore is what we're all about.
Well, I've given birth, so I'm not screaming.
No, you'll like it actually
Okay.
from that perspective. That
Here we go. Ryan Singer.
Yeah.
Man is
No, this would be good for you guys to get your reaction
Okay.
on this. I think.
a bunch of doctors are around him. Looks like they're preparing. He's nervous. I have to narrate a little for our listeners.
please.
Looks like he's getting comfortable or uncomfortable with being. Oh my God!
He's got his hog. You can see his
Yeah.
big peener.
Something was just inserted inside of him. But
They're putting Vaseline on his dick right now.
yeah. Oh God!
It's a close up of his penis.
We're pushing in on that penis. He's pushing really hard, like he's delivering birth. Oh
Whoa!
my God!
Oh my God! And there's something about to come out the head of his penis right now. Oh my God!
And the penis is growing. He's really struggling to push out whatever's in there. Oh my goodness! This is quite a visual sketch. His head's being
I
pet
love it.
by a.
Oh
man.
my God!
Oh, man.
I love seeing you guys react to this.
They're lubing his pee hole.
Yeah.
And
no!
They're gonna cut it.
Oh no! Oh,
Come on, keep
man.
watching.
They're cutting his peener open to get the baby out. Oh. Just cut his dick open.
Whew.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Shit.
Oh fuck. They just destroyed his penis.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, his dick is just completely gone now. Oh, God damn it. This is God, Brent.
World's first ever man birth successful. Wow. Well, thanks for that, Brent.
Yeah.
Thank you for funding this historic breakthrough.
Well, yeah, there's a context for that why that says that, but it was meant to be on the. It was originally on the dark web, and it was meant to seem like a Red Room video.
Oh right.
And
wow, it looks real. That
great.
looked very real.
yeah,
Thank you, Brent.
No, there was a budget behind that.
I was gonna say-
it was for a TV show. It was for the internet, but for a TV show.
It's
Who
really
helped you with the the FX?
special effects?
Yeah.
This girl, this woman named Chloe.
I mean, she did a phenomenal job.
Her name was Sens is, I think, her last name. Chloe Sens. Yeah, it was her.
Because at first I just thought you bought a dildo and I was like, oh, they just have a fake dick there. But when it starts moving and growing.
Yeah, no, they did a great job, and everybody involved.
Or was that Ryan's real dick? I don't know.
I mean, she did a great job with Ryan's penis.
Yeah.
That baby exploded his dick.
Took some exercise. He just had to stretch his. He had a week of preparation of just stretching his penis in and out. And it was like
yeah.
He just had
amazed.
Let me ask you a question.
So, oh yeah, please.
I asked him, will you ever date your mom?
Would you ever date your mom?
No, not me.
No?
But who?
I mean, no, and I know. I think I know how you're asking that, but I wouldn't though.
Well, you wouldn't date your mom?
You think you know how I'm asking it? Let me give you some more context.
I'm your mom, and you're my son. And I am falling in love with him. He said, are you really? I said, yes, I am. He said, you know what? I was scared to let you know, too. I am, too.
We're both consenting adults.
Wait, hold up.
If it comes down to it, it's just like the gays. They're as long as they're over 18, everything's fine.
Right. I mean, I don't disapprove of that.
Right.
I'm okay with that.
Right.
But I mean, I wouldn't do it.
There's a little bit.
And by the way, the context was: would you date someone who wasn't related? They were your mom, but you're not related. I thought that was the question.
No, it's your biological mom.
Like I thought you were asking if they were. No, I mean, like if they were exactly like they were exactly like your mom, but you weren't actually related to them.
No.
And I thought that's what you were asking.
What's wrong with your real mom?
I wouldn't date her. I mean,
okay.
Why is that?
Because she's just, I don't know. There's just different things.
Your dad?
No. Again, if I wasn't related to him, I wouldn't date my dad either. But
if you weren't related,
but this I approve of
because
I would date my biological mom. No, I'm just kidding. I would date. Whatever. They could do what they want. Who cares? They're not. They do what they want.
Of course,
it's like the gays.
It is
just like the gays.
That's just
important.
like the gays.
That is important to point out that the gays do what they want, and so can everyone else.
As long as they're 18.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's an important.
Wait,
thing.
Why do they have to go to jail for 18 months?
They actually
ended up getting arrested and everything.
Why? That's not right.
I guess they're
over 18.
No, they
want to get
system,
married.
Yeah, they wanted to get married. He could technically fuck his mom.
Wait, how do you guys feel?
I feel like it's gross, but if he wants to fuck his mom, I don't care.
Yeah.
But if you start wanting to like have a marriage ceremony, not that it affects me in any way, but that's where the legal system's going to jump in and be like, no, you can't. And I think that's what caught up to them.
I wonder why, but why not? But you know what, though? They don't even need to get married. You know what I mean?
Their love is there. They didn't need to do this interview either. You know, he could have just kept fucking his mom and nobody.
So they got off. They didn't get in trouble for this.
They eventually.
Is there a law against this?
Yeah.
Yes. You can't marry your mom.
But can you
can't fuck your
intercourse
mom.
with your mom?
I don't think legally.
No.
I mean, again, you could do it, but I think if you announce it is where somebody goes, you can't fuck your mom.
Yeah, like maybe they should have just fucked and then not told people.
Were they real public about it?
Yeah. Well,
they have like pride. They're pride.
They're pride.
They're pride.
They're LGBT.
They're LGBT.
Yeah.
MS,
Marry my mom.
or
Mom
MS
fucking?
or SM. Maybe they're S&M. They do S&M.
That's right.
Son and mom.
That's right.
Son and mom.
This is the definition of S&M.
This is real. This
I
is the real
asked him,
S&M.
will you ever date your mom? And he said, will you date your son? I said, honest truth, yes, I would. Because 19 years, you're the best thing that ever happened to me, and I really want to be with you the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I wonder how much older she is then.
I'm guessing about 15 to 16 years. Yeah. They both have cool face tats. I mean,
I'm down. I'm actually down for them, straight up.
Really?
I'm down for a lot of things.
Yeah,
I'm down for people to do a lot of things as long as it's not hurting anybody.
Are you dating anybody currently?
Yeah, sure.
You are?
Yeah.
Who are you dating?
This girl named Mom. No, I'm just kidding. This woman, this young woman.
She's poly. She's bi. Like, let's go with her.
So secretive, Brent.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, what else is there?
Is she a comic or a non-comedian?
She's not a comedian.
Oh, regular person. That's good.
Yeah. Gotta keep it real.
Do you guys do pup
I gotta
play?
keep it real like you guys, you know?
Yeah, that's true. We do keep
it 100,000.
How long have you been with this lady?
About 2 years.
Oh.
2 years?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. You got a real. This is like a real fucking.
It's a real relationship.
Good for you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You give her roses and stuff.
Yeah, I've given her roses before.
You have?
Yeah.
And take her out special places to eat and stuff?
Yeah, like Barney's Beanery and
What about
the Americana,
What about the place where you ride the bull? You ever take her there?
In San Diego?
No, on Sunset.
Saddle Ranch.
Saddle Ranch.
Oh, the Saddleback Ranch? They have a bull there?
Yeah, man. You have the
Ooh, I gotta
mechanical
go.
bull.
I gotta take her there, man. We gotta ride that bull together.
I want to meet
We're
this
going.
lady
We're
so
going. It's like
badly.
a bull made for two.
Are you gonna tell us more about her off the air?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what else do you want to know?
Nudes. I wanna know
Everything.
what's up, man?
Everything. Do you guys fart in front of each other?
No, I don't. I have farted in previous relationships, but I don't. Not in this one. No.
Wow, what's special about her that you?
I just don't. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm. You guys fart, right? Hardcore.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a show entirely about farting.
But how many years in did you guys start farting?
Month 2.
Months. How many months?
No, second month.
How long have you been going out when I met you guys?
It wasn't month 2. You know what I remember why? Because there's a couple things that I remember.
Look at him reminiscing. He doesn't remember much except
I
for
remember
this.
the timeline. Here's how I remember.
Yeah.
I start seeing you in late, I go out a couple of times with you in 04.
Yeah.
05, because that's late 04. 05, I know that I was dating you officially because we shot Cutman in 05. I remember that.
Right.
And I remember that fart happened in college football season.
Yes.
So that had to be at least September.
Right.
So I
No, and I know exactly why you're thinking all this. I'm on board. Go ahead.
So 2005 is when you
started dating. Let's say January is like we're dating.
Oh, okay. And then the first fart happened
was in football season,
which is in the fall.
Which is in the fall.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I know it's at least 9 months of
fall
no
fart.
farts.
Yeah, fall fart. Yeah.
But tell Brett,
autumn fart.
Tell Brett how you did it.
This is how I broke the fart barrier. Are you ready?
Sure.
I spent the night at her place. I remember that it's football season because I was watching on her shitty TV a college game on a Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I was sitting there in my boxers. She sat next to me, and I was like, oh, man. And at this point, we're definitely dating. It's like,
Yeah, you're in the mix.
We're in there. We probably did it last night or this morning, and now I'm just like chilling watching football. And I go, I feel this fart coming, and I just go for it. But I grab her hand and I put it between my legs and I fart on her hand as the first fart.
Whoa, that's so
bold,
crazy.
right?
That is very bold. It's like all or nothing kind of thing,
That's what I
or
did.
like
I fart on her hand and she goes, oh my God. I still remember she goes, it smells like garbage. It smells like garbage. And she ran into the other room.
Because it smelled bad too.
Oh yeah, did it smell like garbage?
Yeah.
I know those garbage farts. I don't do them myself, but I have a friend. I won't mention his name. He is a comedian. But it is, yeah. He has these. We've talked about it on stage, and
is it really him?
It was, yeah. It is. Well, you know what? It was more so in the past when he had a very. It seems like he had a stricter vegan diet then.
Oh,
and
sure.
It had that real composty kind of
earthy.
It was this vegetarian. These vegetarian farts or vegan farts. They're very. They smell like garbage. They smell like real garbage.
That's not what
real
it is.
garbage.
People should tweet them. You should tweet them. You should tweet Moshe. I heard your fart smell like garbage.
I hope he doesn't get upset about me saying
Oh man,
that. It's not a big deal. I
You
mean,
could have said no when I said
it's not a big deal. It's just that
you could have been like no, but you wanted.
I don't think Moshe would mind.
So what did you think when he put your hand on the fart?
Yeah.
What did you think?
See, now in retrospect, like if I had high self-esteem or like standards that were different, I probably would have been like, I gotta get out of this, Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think because back then I was like, I'm a comedian. I'm a silly, carefree person. I just kind of rolled with it.
Oh, okay.
And I liked him.
So wait
That's
a second.
The problem.
So
I
at a
liked
different
him.
point in your life, you
now
might
you'd be like, I'm out.
Yeah, I might have been like, well, now that I'm older and kind of like
Well, that's
looking for
true.
flags, I think I was my defenses were down.
Wow. So you're
Yeah.
saying if he farted on your hand now,
Yeah.
what would you have done? Would you have been like, I'm out of, get out of my
But
place?
again, it's not date
No.
3. This is like 9 months in.
Plus, we were friends before we dated, so I knew that he was a
Now,
good dude.
You knew that he farted back. or
No.
But you
knew that
could
he
have done this
No.
though. This could have been a point. You could have said something like, maybe if you rewind back, if you had been like, hey, just so you know, I really don't ever want to do, like I'm not good with that. That could have established some boundaries.
It could have. That's the thing, is that I could have established boundaries.
You could have been like,
I could have.
No.
The thing is,
how would you have felt
the
if she
gates
did
are
not
open.
did not react to that
Yeah, what would you
like,
what would you
in a
have
positive
done?
way, you know?
I don't
Wait,
know.
you laughed, I guess.
I laughed, and truth be told, I'm glad we have open fart policy because I fart a lot, and I'd hate to hold farts in for 12
Have you ever
years.
farted on each other's face, like as a joke,
No.
or not as a joke?
Not on the face. He farted on our son's face today.
I did fart on my son's face today.
Our son
I
was standing.
I was at the counter. I was at the counter,
Such
and he
a
walked
jerk.
up behind me, and I felt his head nudge. His height is like right at my butt cheeks.
Yeah.
And I had a fart, so I just let it go.
And he was in boxers.
Wait, to like joke with him, kind of?
Yeah.
Did he laugh?
I don't know. He was just like, what
No,
was
he
that?
was stunned. He was like,
Did he smell it?
yeah.
Did
And
he
then
think
was
it
kinda
smelled
like,
bad?
Of course.
I don't know. It wasn't a crazy fart. It was just like a little, like one of those.
Now, do you remember her first fart?
No, I don't remember. I don't remember the first one. I think I stole too much thunder with mine for my memory.
But then I was thankful
Wow.
that we had broken that because I also have to take shits and everything. And how do you hide that in a
But there's-
relationship with somebody?
Well, there's still a thing. I mean, I think it's not just because he farted on your hand. I think that doesn't necessarily, create a safe space for you to fart yet, because because of there's these gender
Right.
issues about like guys can fart on hands, but girls can't
Right.
fart.
And you're
at
a
all.
guy, right?
And I'm a guy.
How do you
I didn't know.
identify-
I didn't know.
Yeah.
If you had a different pronoun or whatever.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
No, I
mean, it
but I
wouldn't-
like farting. I actually enjoy it, and it's fun, so it was good.
Yeah.
And by the way, you guys started dating in 2005, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I met you guys in 2007.
Yeah.
That's right.
Austin, Texas.
And it was in September 2007. So it's been just about 10 years.
We did Cap.
This is a 10-year anniversary show.
We did Cap
That's
City
crazy.
together.
Yeah.
We had so much fun with you.
We went to a museum.
Yeah, we never
we
do
went
those
to
things.
we went to the Capitol.
That's right.
Capitol.
Yeah.
That's right. Oh, the Capitol.
in
we took a
Austin.
bat cruise.
State Capitol.
Actually,
Yeah.
I think that's where it was. It wasn't a museum. It was
You're
a
right.
Capitol.
State
and there was,
Capitol.
We saw a painting of George Bush.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was
And,
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fun.
By the way, that's the
Robert
most-
pretended I was French.
That was
Yeah.
fun.
And your pants were open.
Yeah, I unzipped my pants. Yeah, that was so funny.
That was really funny.
We never do things like that on the road since. Like that's probably the
Yeah.
only time Tom and I have ever gone
I also
exploring.
remember that I did
We
Cap
never do
City with you. They booked me the next year to headline it.
Yeah.
And then he didn't book me again for like 5 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I was like, why can't I?
I
get
was
back in
I
there?
was doing that club regularly for a little while, and then stopped doing it.
But do you still work the road at all?
I don't like to do club weeks anymore.
Yeah.
And I haven't.
Oh, wait,
in a
I don't
while.
understand why, because it's always.
Well,
so
yeah,
fun.
no, I prefer to just get everyone coming out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, of course.
Do you remember the one show we had? There was one really bad show that week.
Yeah.
You did fine, but it was a packed crowd. There was a
Man.
game the next day, I guess, and people were in town for the game. I think. I mean, a college game.
I have to give you
And
a lot of credit. Because you did this thing where like you were unwavering with your set. Like you did.
Well, you
what
gotta
do.
commit.
Well, yeah, you did. What you said. People were leaving.
Yeah,
like
it-
throughout the show,
it was-
and
yeah.
not just leaving, but leaving in anger, like so angry. And I was like, man, this is fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah, I think it was the Friday early show.
It might have been.
And it was the fullest show of the week.
Yeah,
it was
packed.
totally packed, sold out, I think. And for the whole 45
But
minutes,
this
it
is
was-
what's interesting. It's
So
like
bizarre.
so many people that were like not into the show. Let's say half of them were like just the fuck. The one guy left. I remember because I was in the lobby. And he goes, "That guy's an asshole." Like he was angry about his set, and not even like he's provoking him. Like you weren't like saying something to anger him. He was just upset about it. You did the next day you did the exact the same set and you killed.
Yeah.
And it was
the rest of the week was fine.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. But I
It's-
meant what I remember was like who knows what'll happen Saturday early show was still
Yeah.
a full pretty full house. And
Yeah,
you did the same thing.
It just I was just remember that one one show, and I do recall you doing fine. I think or doing well.
I don't remember.
And yeah, actually, I'm almost certain you did very well. I think you probably killed, which didn't help me. But
well,
for that, who was to know that
Yeah.
show was going to be such a bad show for me? But yeah, the walkouts definitely like at least a third of the crowd walked out.
But it's so funny that that people can get upset at different things because you weren't like fuck your way of thinking.
I don't want to be I never aim to be an offensive comedian, actually.
But isn't that interesting how, first of all, it was a wonderful lesson because I was there for that show and I was just like dipping my toe into being a feature act. And to watch you commit and to really be like, nope, this is the act. And I think that was the first time I had seen anybody really do that. And I was like, that's fucking awesome. Yeah. And it just goes to show how different audiences are suck. Like, like you said, the next night it was fantastic and you killed it. And then just this particular audience is not into it and has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
and they
crazy.
were like, you know what's funny is that they were angry. Like a lot of them, I can't speak for all of them. A lot of them were angry at his commitment to what he was doing.
So funny though.
They weren't mad at like, you know, you said I'm gonna take your guns away or like it wasn't like
or abortion. There's no politics. Yeah.
They were just mad at like he's still doing it.
So funny.
He's still doing it.
Right. And yet I recall I actually somehow sold a T-shirt that show for some reason. Someone bought a T-shirt and then the next show or maybe the next night had a really strong set.
Did that fuck
and
with you at all?
Buy,
I always
no
want
one
to know
bought
that.
anything.
Did that fuck with you at all? Like when you're sitting in your hotel room.
That set did make me think, because at that point I thought I had a good headlining set that was kind of foolproof, you know?
Yeah.
And then that made me think, oh, I guess it's not foolproof, you know, or something.
Yeah.
And I thought, and I'm always strive to try to actually make a great set that I do feel there's a responsibility when headlining a show to do a good job, you know?
Yeah. That was one of the worst reactions I've ever seen to a headlining set. Do you know whose was worse? Mine. Because I got booed off stage a few years later.
I not a headlining set. I've gotten booed off stage when I was opening.
You have?
Like in the more in the past before that.
I actually thought about your set when I was bombing. So
wait, hold on. Let's. Sorry, I don't mean to take that away. You got booed as a headlining set.
Yeah.
Where?
Winnipeg.
When?
A few years ago.
Really? A few years ago?
Yeah.
Were you getting political or something?
No, I
what did you do? You fart on someone's hand?
I talked shit to somebody early on who was talking.
Okay, so it was because of a heckler incident or something.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
It unraveled.
Wow.
But I'm saying I tried to go into the act, basically. Like, hey, why don't you shut the fuck up and then go back to doing stand-up? And they were just
wow.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel, actually? That was just a few years ago.
That was crazy, man. That was nuts. I really did think about your set.
Oh, really?
Yes, because I remembered like doing things like act. I would act like the room wasn't falling apart. It was falling apart, like screaming.
Yeah.
People were like,
yeah.
And I would be like, so the other day,
and you just hear murmuring and talking and stuff.
And I would try to do because I
it's hard to focus.
Yeah, it's very hard to focus.
Yeah.
I was saying like
it's crazy
nonsense.
No, I've had some sets like that where it just. I mean, it's actually pretty like seldom, you know. I mean, I've only I can count how many.
Yeah,
like,
man, that
like
shouldn't happen a lot to people.
On one hand, but like sets where you have to do a full hour, and you're like
oh my God.
Trying to, you know, you're just hearing people talking, or just it's so weird. It's such a surreal thing.
It's
like,
so hard.
You almost think
to-
that doesn't happen, you know, but it does. You know?
And you know what can be like for me, like this is separate. Let's say from what we're talking about, like catastrophic stuff, but like when let's say 99% of the room is good, and you're talking about something, and you hear one table like, well, what if we go over to Jennifer's later, and then I'll pick her up, and then we can pick it. And you start hearing that, and you're like, your train of thought,
it's really
like,
annoying.
You want to go like, hey man,
totally.
And then they're like, well, I'm just like saying something. You're like, I know, but I can't hear my own thoughts because I keep hearing you talking about going to Jennifer's house.
No, totally,
later.
totally. It's really distracting.
It's a huge distraction.
Yeah, but you guys now just do like one night somewhere, right?
A lot of times. Yeah.
I mean, that's what I try to do now is just do one night in the city
the
and
week
just have all the fans come
who
to one
want
show.
to see you.
Yeah. That's the way to go.
Where are you going anywhere coming up? Or
no, I don't have anything major coming up. I mean, nothing major coming up. Yeah, but
let's show Brent. Let's see if he's interested in eating a bowl of something.
Okay. We'll see if you want to come over later.
I think this is Charlie Huntington. Woo! Yeah, that's Charlie. Oh my God! Oh my God! Get your passenger! Son of a bitch! Damn it! dirty bitch.
Now.
Fuck! You guys are doing good. Come, hurry up. Is that Charlie? Oh, dirty son of a. Come down later for moose soup.
For moose soup.
Moose soup.
Moose
What do you
soup.
think that lady looks like?
Yeah, describe her.
Oh, you think it was a lady? I thought it was a man.
That guy, the voice
person,
you hear?
the voice. No, I thought that was a man.
No, you did not.
I swear, I thought that was a man.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't. Really?
No, it's definitely a woman.
No, I think it's a man. Actually, listen to the voice.
Yeah, you guys come down here after. I got moose soup and everything.
Yeah.
No.
All right. Right, you guys are doing good.
Wait. Okay. I guess
Son of a.
now that you're mentioning
I got
it,
you on video.
that it's a woman. I'm seeing it now as a woman, I guess. But I was thinking a man the whole time. I
Did
thought it
you
was just
really?
some man.
Wow.
Yeah, some guy. Some guy. Doing
Interesting take. I mean, look, we're
Did you
open to
picture a-
non-binaries.
That's true. I mean, did you picture
What's your pronoun?
a healthy man or no?
No. No, I didn't. He wasn't healthy. You know, I thought of him as kind of thick. You know,
Yeah.
kind of scraggly.
Scraggly thick?
Scraggly thick. You know, kind of yeah, kind of messy. You know, kind of sloppy thick.
Yeah, eating all that moose soup.
Yeah, right. He had that moose soup, that soupy look, moosey look.
Yeah.
Look.
Come down for moose soup after. You boys.
Oh, there's more. Wait, hold on. Back up.
Yeah.
Is this somebody you know?
No.
Okay.
We should, though. I like her.
I mean, we assumed big tits, has had lots of sex, lots
Really?
of cigarette. Yeah.
but mostly
I don't
cigarettes.
think- okay.
Lots, like,
cigarettes for sure. Yeah.
cartons.
Which you know what it kind of reminds me of is that rhubarb, the rhubarb lady.
Oh yeah.
You
We
know,
played her.
Who was stealing the rhubarb?
Yeah.
She sounds like that. Actually.
You remember the rhubarb lady?
I don't remember.
You don't remember the rhubarb lady?
I have no
We
memory.
played that on this show years
Wait,
ago.
rhubarb.
Yeah. It's an old
Yeah,
clip. It's an old
clip.
viral clip.
Yeah.
This lady was stealing rhubarb, and sounds very similar to that. But although her voice is higher pitched, and I guess that's why I thought it was a man. I thought it was just a high pitched man. You know?
You don't fucking know. Go mind your own business. Why don't you? Why don't you? Why don't you take some? Why don't you grow your own? This is not your fucking property. Go somewhere else.
Right. I remember
Fuck you.
now.
Go mind your own business. No, you just don't know what's right and wrong, do you? You're a fucking whore. You like to steal. You stick your nose in everybody's fucking business. This is goddamn alley property, bitch. No, it's not. This don't have your name on it. Where's your name, bitch?
Doesn't it sound like an angrier version of what?
Yes.
Kind of, yeah.
Sped up.
That's
a little younger.
Yeah.
It's a younger Trish.
That's what I'm saying. No, that's the female voice.
Nah.
Then the other one is the male.
You know why? Because this is Trish as a young Trish, and then this is
Come
Trish
down later for moose soup.
older Trish.
Oh yeah, it's a mature. It's like she's mature, blossomed. You know.
Yeah. Her voice got deeper with the cigarettes too, and
It's
and
like
the bad
it's
living.
like she hit puberty or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Or something like that.
Bad
Good
living.
point. That
That's
was
what
like
bad
that was
living-
the young one. Yeah. But man, I'm glad you guys fart though. You know, that's good.
Yeah, we definitely fart, man.
That's-
We
Oh,
definitely
we like to fart.
I can't believe you have a girlfriend 2 years now.
I know.
That's how infrequently I see you. I don't
Yeah,
see you
well,
often.
you guys have almost a 2-year-old kid.
I
That's
know.
true.
And I don't think I
saw you at
I saw you
Melrose.
at Oh, really? No, at the
A while
Comedy
ago.
Store recently, very recently.
You did?
Yeah,
You
a
didn't
couple-
talk to me.
Yeah, we did talk.
We talked?
Yeah, yeah. You
In
know,
the parking lot?
No, in the room.
No.
Yeah, we
Oh
did.
my God, Dad.
Don't
He's got
remember.
dad.
You don't remember?
I just got off for 5 days.
You
on the
grabbed my
road.
hand, you farted on it.
Yeah. Brent, do you think you'll ever get married? Are you the marrying kind?
I would like to. I'd like to have a family. I'd like to be. You guys You guys kind of have what I want right now. You're starting a family. I don't know if you're trying to go for another,
Wow.
but and you've got to have a house here.
But
and
not
it's
the
kind of a
dogs.
suburban area.
You're not into the dogs. We saw.
Yeah,
that.
no, I don't do that.
No.
I'm not
Do you
a
do
dog
animals
boy.
at
I'm
all?
not a dog boy. Nah.
Nah.
Nah,
You don't
I li-
fuck with them.
Nah. That's not for me.
You know what I love about you and your act, by the way? He has a special. What's the name of your special on Seeso?
Appealing to the mainstream.
Appealing to the mainstream. And you have this great bit about being a teacher in Oakland.
Yeah.
And the black students call you Mr. Pants.
I don't specify that they're black.
But they sound, the accents are a little...
Yeah, you could say they could be white, they could be Indian.
That's true.
They're just urbanites, you know.
They're urbanites.
They're just Oakland kids, you know.
Okay,
could be
Mr.
anything.
Pants.
Could be anything. Hey, look, granted, definitely there were a lot of black kids that I substitute taught when I was.
Really?
Really?
That's crazy.
But there were Indians too, you know, a lot of Indians.
That's a crazy job. That's got to be.
Yeah, no, they were tough kids. It was tough. It made me a tough person. Kind of made me a better comedian, actually.
But yeah, for sure.
I believe
stories.
that. Yeah.
Actually, a lot of the stuff in that special, a lot of it's older material, and a lot of that stuff I was doing at that week that we met. You know,
yeah, that's why I loved it
in Austin. You know, yeah.
I love it.
Talking about, you feel me? I mean,
yeah. He's from California. Can you tell?
Oh yeah. That's.
Hey, I'm talking about, you feel me? I mean.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, me.
All three. You know, I'm talking about you.
But
You know what I mean?
you do a good black guy though. Like your black voice is on fleek, I would say.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Thank you. I mean, I don't necessarily. You think they sound black specifically?
Yeah, yeah. I'd say you do a really good black dude.
Wait, you're trying to suggest that anyone would believe that the Mr. Pants kids are not black?
Well, they might not be. You know.
Huh.
They could be. They could be anything. You know?
Mr. Pants.
They could just be. They're just urbanites. You know, Indians.
Okay. Mr. Pants.
No one's thinking that.
Well, watch his special to see him talking not black. It's really funny.
I'd love for people to look. Here's the thing about the special is there is no. This is kind of like not even on a. I think you can get something out of it that you get more if you pay close attention. Or I think there's more to get out of it than just the laughs.
Okay. It's all deeper.
I don't know what to. I don't know.
You're getting deeper on it.
I don't want to say much more, but just that's the thing is, if you embrace it fully, and I think there's more to it than I think.
Than just. I know.
God
listen, I think you're very layered and individual, and I think that's accurate. I think
I want people to. I just feel like people haven't been. I haven't really heard much talk of. What you can get out of it. There's more to get out of it.
Okay.
I don't want to.
And we can
too
see
much
it
away.
where on Seeso.
I'm more teasing. I think on Seeso.
Yeah.
And we'll
And what's
see.
it called?
Hopefully, appealing to the mainstream.
Okay.
Seeso. Yeah. That's. Yeah.
But you know what I mean? That's how I do it, man. This is a healthy way. You feel me? It's way more healthier than using the backwoods, the white owls, the Garcia Begas. You know what I mean? All that type of shit.
Is it
man.
an
Get
Indian
away
guy?
from that. Join the raw life, man. For real, man. Your boy trying to get y'all involved, man. That's all we smoke here. You know what I mean? For now on, it's gonna be nothing but raw. You feel me? Now I will dabble in the, you know what I mean, in the swishes and shit like that. You know, every once in a while, you feel me, to spice shit up a little bit, because you already know. You know what I mean? Just with your girl, you feel me? You gotta spice shit up a little bit. You know what I mean? You gotta be willing to go out your comfort zone. So you know what I mean? Impress your girl, impress the motherfucking galaxy. You feel me? So I gotta smoke blunts.
So I feel like he hit. You feel me? Definitely, you know what I mean? Maybe you know what I'm saying that I missed, but
You know what I
He
mean.
hit the trifecta. I thought.
You think he's West Coast?
Yeah, West Coast guy. Yeah.
What's the? I guess I can hear the East Coast. I can hear the East Coast accent. You know, when I hear urban voices, I can hear the East Coast. But I guess maybe because I'm from the West Coast.
Maybe that's it.
It sounds just
core when the way that like car is said.
Oh yeah.
Car
Oh
is
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
It's a
Oh.
very like
Cool.
distinct.
Oh, so when they say like upper here, you know, her, you know, when they say here, her, like you think that's a West Coast?
That's Southern.
Her would be like that's like a
St.
Southern.
Louis That's Southern
thing.
or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's
Her.
interesting. I want to see you guys react. I'll show it to you guys after the recording.
Okay.
The new hotline videos.
Oh, really?
I think you'll be into them.
You have them?
I have access to
Or
them.
you have access to them, okay.
Yeah, one of them is you can call different dads. And like if you're if you need discipline or you need advice, you know, it's like a dad hotline, you know. And another one is this one is a hunk hotline. Like it's for ladies only. If you want to call different hunks, but that's all I'll say. But there's more to it than that. But
I feel like you know those that California lingo. I don't. You're saying that you're like I don't know if it registers.
No, what I'm saying is that I can't distinguish that if they're West Coast because I guess because that's normal. Like that just sounds normal where it jumps out to me more if it's East Coast or Southern, I guess, you know?
I noticed when I was in Miami, it was funny. It was like they have such a distinct accent, locals.
Oh, really?
Locals just speaking English, like no, regardless of their.
What does it sound like?
They basically sound like they learned English after they learned another language.
Oh.
Which, a huge obvious Spanish influence.
Oh, yeah.
But these are non-bilingual people speaking English.
That's funny.
And you're like, your accent's crazy, and they're like, what accent? I'm like, what?
Uh-huh.
And they go, you have an accent, and I go, I have a pretty nondescript accent when I speak, and they were like, oh no, your accent's heavy. I'm like, wow. But that's the same idea.
No,
Like,
yeah. Well,
I hear
also
it so much.
Well, there's also people who there's like Hispanic people in Los Angeles who don't speak Spanish, but they do have some kind of accent that sounds like a Hispanic accent. You know?
Right.
Like, I don't even speak Spanish, dog.
Yeah.
Right.
Or something, because it's just I remember in San Francisco, there's people who have Chinese accents, but they're from. I don't know. Maybe they do speak Chinese, but they're from San Francisco, born and raised, and they have accents.
There was a dude in Hong Kong who lives there now, who was raised. He was born and raised in New York City, but in like a hardcore, insulated Chinatown neighborhood. So he speaks English with a heavy, heavy accent.
Yeah,
and his Cantonese is just okay.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
So he's like his primary language is English. But it's. I mean, when you hear him speak, you would be like, oh, you would like, oh, this guy learned English, 10 years ago.
Remember when we were at that restaurant and we saw that white guy at that Chinese wedding?
Yes.
Like fully spitting, like
nuts.
real dog Chinese, and
Yeah.
he even had like the posturing. Like he was talking to like 5 older Chinese guys, like they had the total posturing and everything. This kid was like 30, and he. Mannerisms, accent, everything.
He was rapping,
totally down.
I went to China. I went to China a couple years ago and met up with this guy who was like that. It was a white guy from Seattle, and
weird to
when he
see.
started talking Chinese, it was like. It didn't seem like it was coming out of his mouth. It was like seemed like it was like he's playing a tape or something. And it's just crazy. He had all the mannerisms down just like that, and that was the way to do it. My sister and I we went together. I was doing shows actually in part of the trip, but everywhere we ate was so bad. We got the wrong. We didn't even know what to order. We just pointed at stuff and just said something at the menu and got just like an ear soup or something like that, like a soup just with ears in it. Moose soup. It was moose ear soup. And
boys, want to come down for Chinese moose soup later? Yeah.
And but then when we went to this restaurant with this guy, it was the best Chinese meal I've ever had. He knew how to do it. But I had this idea for a series or something. About a guy he's white and he's as a baby he's adopted by Chinese people and they bring him to China and they raise him in China fully, and so he doesn't even speak. He speaks really poor English, and he speaks fluent Chinese, but he's white and he has an accent and stuff. And then he goes back to the United States to kind of find his roots and stuff. And but he has this Chinese accent, and everyone thinks that he's
making fun of them?
Yeah, he's making fun of Chinese people or something, but that's actually how he talks.
Sure.
Oh, have you ever heard of foreign accent syndrome?
No.
Where people wake up one day and they just have like a crazy Chinese accent. Like
I have not actually heard my voice in a conversation.
Wait, what?
For nearly 3 years now.
That lady's white. She's English.
Wait. She just wakes up and has an accent?
Well, usually it's prompted by some type of head trauma.
Yeah, okay.
So these people have some type of accident, something that affects the brain usually, that then gives them a foreign accent, but not your language abilities. Like you're speaking your native language, but with a foreign accent.
But wait. But is it like she's adopting something, or like is she adopting involuntarily adopting a Chinese accent or something? Or is it that she's sounding kind of weird that it sounds like a Chinese accent?
Well, that's an interesting question. But they have. I mean, there's a number of cases of it throughout the world in the stuff that we've looked up, where there's just not enough information to know exactly what's going on. Like there's been one where they were like, oh, this lady's just fucking with people, like it was a hoax. But there's ladies like this lady has, you know, she's been doing it for like, at this point, like 5-6 years. And she hasn't.
Can you play it again?
Yeah.
And her grammar's incorrect, which is interesting.
I have not actually heard my voice in the conversation for nearly 3 years now.
That's interesting.
Isn't that wild?
Because I was wondering if it was just that the head trauma or whatever it was affected her speech and it happens to sound like a foreign accent.
Right, yeah.
Or if it's like some kind of weird thing where the brain is taking from an accent that she's heard.
I think it's doing that. I mean, it sounds. I mean, obviously
it does, right?
It sounds distinctly like an Asian.
Yeah, it does.
Accent.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Actually,
but then again, you know, sometimes people when they're deaf, they sound French, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How do blind people wipe? Have you ever thought about
Wipe?
that?
Yeah, I'm talking about, you feel me? I mean,
Like, how do you think a blind person knows when it's time to stop
No,
wiping?
that's we had a very deep conversation last time I was here, not at this specific location, but on the show about wiping techniques and stuff. And you know, for me,
that's right. You showed.
I think I used to have a joke about that. I don't just wipe until you can't see the poo on the tissue, but I wipe until you can't smell anything on the tissue.
Interesting.
You know?
That was
so that it's like not even because sometimes you can't see it. But you might be able to smell something.
So you always smell your paper?
Well, I don't really do such a thing as much anymore. But if I can,
meaning you used to.
I did it. I used to definitely smell the paper. I wouldn't get that close though. But I would, if I could smell it from here.
Then
then that would be. But I don't actually come to think of it. I probably don't smell the tissue really anymore. But I did used to do that though.
Have you ever taken a messy brown and then, like, you know, when you keep wiping and wiping and wiping and then
it never
the wipes
ends.
don't stop? Right.
Infinite.
Yes,
Yeah,
infinite wipe.
The infinite poo, yeah.
Now, have you ever gone to shower to get rid of the infinite poo?
No, I kind of just keep going, even though it takes a really long time. I keep going until it finally ends, even though that sometimes
it doesn't, though.
Well, you know why? That's because blood is starting to mix in with it because you've wiped so much that it's starting to bleed.
Yeah,
and so
I think so.
I feel like we talked about this last time. If you keep wiping, it's gonna eventually it starts showing up because of the blood.
There's
but
no
you know what I mean?
And I don't know why
you know
I did that.
for me, you know what I mean? You feel me? You know what I mean? That, you know, you feel me? Because you already know. You know what I mean? You feel me? You know what I mean? See, you know what I mean? You feel me?
That's a great remix right there, yeah.
Those are all
you feel
the
me? Those are all the categories represented in that one clip.
We like to track, you know what I mean? So you know what I'm saying?
Feel me? That's good.
But yeah, how do blind people finish though?
They said that the email that we got was that when, like you already know about when one of your senses goes, others heighten.
Yeah.
That they pick up that your sense of touch is so heightened at that point that what you feel also dictates. Yeah.
No.
I believe that. Sometimes the wipe, there's no resistance, and that means that it's a smooth, clean wipe. There's no resistance.
You know what? It really makes me start to think that maybe, well, I don't want to say anything, but I don't know. It makes me start to not trust blind people's
hypocrite
butts
Christina.
as much.
Here we go. I got an email. I have been listening to
Very
old
upsetting
episodes,
already.
and something from episode 370 stood out to
Okay.
me. Personality champ Tom was playing a song
Wrong.
that had Christina talking about being down to prove she's the water champ. Yet in recent weeks, she declined to prove it as if it was beneath her. This proves to me not only is Tom a true champion, as he's willing to defend his title like a professional, but Christina is a choppy, changy hypocrite incapable of being champion at anything. Actually, I take that back, as she is clearly the hypocrite champ. Tom reigns as the water, posture, and personality champ. Meanwhile, Christina is simply a second-grade moose soup-eating liar.
Wow.
Love from Troy in New Zealand.
No love from. What does choppy chang mean anyway? How racist is that?
I don't know. I
And
don't know what
let
that
the
means.
record show, Yana. I am currently drinking a glass of water. Tom, where's your water in this episode?
Here you go.
It's not, because you're drinking soda
It's Zevia.
with fake sugar in it. As we had the water expert in here, and he couldn't even drink that. He spit it out.
Oh, did you have the water sommelier?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, the guy who was the Ray and Stark bar?
What?
There was a guy at the, I don't know, it was like Ray and Stark bar or something. Is that like the Los
Martin.
Angeles County Museum of Art? There's a restaurant there.
Yeah.
I think his name is Martin.
Martin
yeah. Maybe he doesn't
Riese.
work there anymore. Yeah, maybe he doesn't work anymore. He's a water sommelier.
Yeah,
this is him.
He works at Patina now.
Oh, yeah. I I talked to him myself.
No, he didn't like you. He talked about it. He didn't like you.
Did you bring in the different waters and you guys tried them?
we tried like 6 different waters.
Yeah.
There's still some over there.
I tried 3 when I was with him.
He's a fascinating guy.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, he just goes to different.
Claudia needs something. Excuse me, guys.
He just goes to different cities and he. Wait, should we break right now?
No, it's fine.
We go to different cities and he always like tries to tap just to see what it tastes like.
Yeah. We learned so much in that episode.
And you tried that really heavy on the mineral one. Was like kind of salty.
More than kind of. It was ridiculous.
Did he give you that that one that was like a white water?
Oh, it's a full thing, man.
Yeah,
it was a full thing. Everything cool? Oh, okay.
By the way, I don't want any blind listeners to be offended about what I was saying. I was just thinking you bring up an interesting point about that, and I'm sure there's a way, and I'm sure they probably just use a lot of water and kind of just hope for the best, kind of. You know what I mean, or whatever.
Well, because then the infinite wipes. I mean, you walk around with leaky butt all day long, so you're just wiping your butt all day when you have an infinite wipe,
an infinite loop.
Yeah.
Look, I got
infinite poop.
Tell me the name again of this special.
Appealing to the Mainstream.
Appealing to the Mainstream. Here's a cut from Appealing to the Mainstream, Brent Weinbach's Seeso special.
Boy, because y'all allow that baby to wake me up with that damn noise.
Oh, my baby.
Okay, whoever
You need to watch your language around the baby.
I don't have to watch no language. Cuz I don't have to watch no language.
So she's making a great point. She was woken up by somebody who's letting their kid play video at volume with no headphones.
Negative.
Which is one of my, personally, I think that's incredibly rude.
Yeah.
Unforgivable.
So she is saying like, I'm not getting to sleep because you're letting your kid go beep, beep, bop, boop, 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 and fucking play shit. But then...
I completely agree.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
So y'all got this spoiled-ass child. Y'all got this spoiled-ass child. Woke me up with the Scooby-Doo shit.
Yeah.
She's right.
I guess my approach would have been a little different, though. You know.
How so?
Well, I probably would have just said, "Excuse me, can you not have the volume on this, please?
Yeah.
Can you please, not have the volume on, cuz?
I like when the flight attendants eventually get involved. It's pretty fun.
These women walking by him, if this fucking baby would have been a black baby, they would have told that baby, cut that damn noise out.
Don't talk to her like that, because you can get it, anybody else can get it, cuz.
Anybody can get it. We don't
He's
give a
dropping a
fuck.
lot of cuz.
He's saying cuz too.
Yeah, she said anybody can get it.
Was this like a family reunion on the plane?
They came through this motherfucker and then had his baby to cut this fucking noise out. And these
Now she's telling the
dumbass
flight
parents letting the baby wake up everybody with this Scooby-Doo shit. I don't give a fuck.
She's right. That is disrespectful as hell. One time, Tom and I were at a really fancy restaurant for dinner.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, and there was a family, and the baby had the iPad, which is fine, but it was full volume, just beep, boop, beep, boop. And we're like, all adults.
Yeah.
Why is the
Yeah.
baby up? It's late anyways. The baby should be in bed.
Yeah.
And playing
They
the
don't
stupid
care.
fucking iPad.
They don't
It's so
care.
give them
It's
headphones.
oblivious people.
Not that it's wrong. Give your baby an iPad. I don't
Yeah.
care about that. But then give the kid iPhone.
Yeah, why does everyone have to hear it?
The earphones. Earbuds, sorry.
I would just say, this is what I would do. I would say, like I said, I'd say, can you turn it down? Can you turn off the volume, please?
Yeah.
And then if they didn't do it, then I would call the flight attendant and say,
Right.
she's not turning it off.
Like you'd follow
Y'all walking
rules.
through here. This baby woke me up with that Scooby-Doo shit. The baby wasn't no crying. It ain't about no baby crying. That baby had that computer on. Let me tell you what happened. The baby had the computer on. Woke everybody up.
Caputo?
Woke me up with that Scooby-Doo
Oh, the computer.
shit. Y'all walking through here like y'all don't
Now, what
hear.
region is that?
I did
That's
not
south.
hear that. I'm sorry.
Y'all walked right by the baby and seen him with the little computer.
Computer.
I like that the lady's like, she's so, first of all, she's such in Zombieland. Who knows if this is the third leg of her trip, but like ignores all noise anyway. She's like, I didn't hear. Did you hear her? She's like,
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything.
Yeah.
Woke everybody up. Woke me up with that Scooby-Doo shit. Y'all walking through here like
Shit.
y'all don't hear.
That's south.
I did not hear that. I'm sorry.
Y'all walk right by the baby and seen him with the little
Hear
computer.
that? You heard that shit, bitch. She's right.
She did
You
hear that
definitely
shit.
You heard
Of
that,
course.
cuz?
Yeah, cuz
She heard that. She heard that, cuz.
Okay.
I don't know what to tell you. We're
And it's
slammed now,
noise.
and
It's noise.
I I'm sorry that happened.
Well, y'all ain't got to be sorry. These parents, the parents' faults. I'm just telling you.
That's
because
what's
they
up.
know that shit was wrong. It was the parents' fault, okay?
She is kind of calming down though. She's
Yeah,
kind
she
of like
is.
She's
it
right.
was. It was.
You know
her-
why? Because
yeah.
she's actually it's getting less emotional and more logical.
Yeah.
And because she reacted on emotion.
Yeah.
Then it switched over to logic, and her logic is correct.
Her logic is correct.
She calmed down and is
Yeah.
still making the
She
right
knows
point.
she's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause
Yeah.
everybody can get it. Would you rather be on the receiving end of her lecturing you like that, or be retarded?
Oh.
Just trying to think.
Do you think you'd know you're retarded?
Right. I guess I'd rather be on the receiving end because I think I'd actually enjoy it, actually, to
Being-
some degree.
Oh,
Like
having
getting,
the
yelled at, being called cuz. And
You'd have a new 5 minutes for sure. So there's that.
that'd be my new special. you know?
Yeah. What would it be called?
Appealing to the South.
Cuz?
Cuz. Appealing to the South, cuz.
How about
appealing to the cuz?
Everyone can get it. That would be the name of the special because that's what she says. Everyone can get it.
What she does?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, it kind of like it falls in line with appealing to the mainstream.
Yeah.
Everyone can get it.
Everyone can
get it.
There you
Cuz.
go.
Cuz. Yeah.
What if it's just called cuz?
I'd rather be retarded.
Yeah.
Cuz.
Would you rather be retarded, or when you do your act, it's like the hackiest? Who's like dead that we can make fun of?
Oh my god.
It's all like a 1950s.
Who's alive? Do you guys ever talk crap about comedians?
No.
Good.
Pretty
good,
much stay
good.
away from that.
It's like the worst act ever. It's basically everything that you hate, but you have to do the act. You have to do.
So,
the act
like, you
every
think trying to think of like hack, like someone who's dead, who's hack.
Or just someone
I don't
like
know, like you got like Pryor, Carlin.
Yeah,
yeah, those old
Super
hacks.
No, I'm just kidding.
But it's just a cheesy, it's puppets, it's explosions, it's magic, it's everything.
That all sounds good to me. That doesn't sound hacky.
You don't do that in your
puppets.
act.
Puppets. I'm sure if puppets can. I don't do puppets, but I mean, if I could do puppets and they were cool, I would do
Yeah,
puppets.
but it's not cool.
Explosions,
I'm saying,
I would do that.
No, I'm saying in the Would You Rather, it's got to
Actually,
be like
I
the
do
worst thing.
explosions. There are explosions in my special. Actually,
Oh, okay.
appealing to the mainstream, there is definitely
Oh, well,
some
forget
explosions.
it.
So
We're not doing this Would You Rather with Brent.
I know.
He's getting
It's good though. Wait,
I'm
wait.
trying to give you an option.
Be retarded or have a hacky act.
Or do the worst possible, like whatever you hate, whoever you hate in comedy, you're doing that act.
Well, I'd probably do that, right?
Versus being retarded.
Well, I wouldn't. Would I? Well, hold on. I mean, I guess the question is would I realize it was bad?
Yes, you actively have to do
I have
the
to do
worst.
it like I'm me, and I have to do this act.
And you know that
Or
it's
be retarded.
it goes
I think
against
you already
everything.
are retarded by the way you're
I
fucking
know.
breaking this down.
It goes against
kinda
all
hard,
your
actually.
sensibilities,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you're going up every night, and you're doing these shit cans, and you
definitely hard.
have to do the act, and you can't do anything that you believe is funny. You have to do like this act, is what I'm saying.
And I don't realize I'm retarded.
Right.
If I'm retarded.
That's the bigger question that we have on the show is that do retarded people know they're retarded?
Actually, yeah, well, no, I think about that too sometimes. And well, my brother had this idea that he had this idea of like maybe a movie even about a retarded person who knew they were retarded. And just didn't like it. They wish they were smarter.
Yeah.
They wish they weren't retarded, and they, and that was like a thing they had to come to terms with.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
He had this image of a guy just looking up at the sky, going, "Why?" He's retarded and stuff.
Was it a comedy or was it more like a
drama? Like a drama.
So it was serious.
Yeah, like a serious movie about someone who is mentally challenged and is aware of it though.
Well, that's what. Okay, so let's say in your world you're
God.
aware of it,
Yeah.
That's hard.
or right,
That's hard.
or all your creativity is stifled basically because you have to do an act that you don't believe.
Well, let me ask you this: do I make money as this hacky comedian?
Yes.
Yeah.
I probably would do this. Well, so I can't answer this. I would say this: I'd probably pick the hacky thing because at least I can provide a life for my family or for
Gotcha.
my kids or something.
But you could be the retarded comic. That's the thing.
Doing
like-
his own thing, doing what he wants. You can be a retarded artist.
Right.
A retardist.
Right.
You could be
Right.
at
That's
least
what I'm
have
saying.
integrity.
Yes.
Yep.
You can be retarded and have integrity, or be a
Right.
hack and so you can actually provide for your family too as
a retarded act. Yes.
But I guess I value connecting to people on a non-retarded level. You know what I mean? and I don't mean that in any kind of offensive way or anything, but just like being able to connect to people in an sort of intellectual way,
the way that you do now.
Yeah,
you wouldn't want to give
I value that. I guess I value that. But
it'd be very alone. Very
what about you guys? What do you do?
Being a hack or being
retarded, and also back to.
But I have a son. I have a son, so I couldn't take care of my son if I were retarded. So I'd have to always choose the other thing.
Yeah,
you know I
guess
take care of my kid.
I don't want to have someone take care of me. Then again, actually, getting taken care of could be fun. Actually.
That's what Ari said. Ari was like, "Oh, I want to be retarded, hands down. It would be so liberating. You have no responsibilities."
It would be
but then again, he doesn't have a
cool.
family, and you know, it's different.
Well, if I wasn't, I guess if I was retarded, I wouldn't care about having a family maybe as much.
I don't know though.
Or you do care. I am aware of it, right? I'm aware of being retarded, right? It's hard. It's really hard.
This is so much more than I wanted out of this question.
What was the other question before? Would you rather?
I don't remember.
Something about poo or something?
What day is it?
No.
Who are we?
I'd go retarded.
So that's my
Who
dad.
said your
That
dad?
was my dad. Yeah.
Wait, does he go retarded? He
chooses retarded over eating Chinese food or Asian food.
Really?
Yeah.
He hates Asian
He'd
food.
rather be retarded than eat Asian food.
Gosh. Really?
Yeah.
I know that your dad wipes from back to front.
Does he?
Yeah.
He wipes
I
down.
remember that. He wipes down.
Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
I remember that from last time.
Yeah, it's good memory.
Yeah.
Has your dad ever been on the show live?
No. He's called in a bunch.
Your dad's from Florida, right?
Yeah. He's called a bunch of times. We've called him. He sat here and did an interview. Well, with I've talked to them and recorded it and then played the audio later. That's the extent of it.
What about you? You retarded?
I would go retarded. Yeah.
Yeah. Both of you. Oh yeah, not you. Chloe.
No,
Not
because I
Chloe.
want to take care of our son.
Yeah.
You can't be retarded and
What
care
if you
for
could?
your son.
What if you could though?
If I could care,
What if-
I wouldn't. My mental capacity is all I have.
Well, wait.
in
What
life.
if you're? What if
You
you're?
know what I mean?
Yeah. What if your son was retarded too? Therefore, as a retarded person, you could take care of him.
That's interesting.
Jesus.
But I don't know if that.
question.
I don't think you could. Honestly, I think
I know.
you can't be a retarded caregiver. That's the
The
problem.
auditory center
That's a
in
bad
the
joke.
brain, shown above in red, is concerned with hearing.
Oh, we're having too much fun.
Although shown here on the outer surface of the brain,
Whenever
most
we get
of this
too
area
excitable,
lies within the temporal lobe
Say
and is found
a
within the
boring thing to
surface
bring
of
it
the
down.
cerebral cortex on both sides of the brain.
That's kind of interesting.
Yeah, this one's
The
interesting.
auditory pathways begin in the nerve fibers of the organ of Corti in the inner ear.
Now,
still
see
boring.
how it changed everything? Brought
It's
them
like cleanses the palate.
Yeah,
you
it
know?
does.
Yeah,
You're like, oh, okay, I can.
like a boring sorbet.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, actually. Yeah, boring
I know.
sorbet.
That's what we do.
There's a big words Christina remix here. Do you want?
I don't want to hear it.
No.
It's a big what? It's a what?
It's a what?
You don't want to know, Brent.
Do you want me to skip it?
Well, you've teased it to the audience.
know.
Now we have to play
I
it.
teased it to me.
Well, it's in my. I thought you saw it. I mean, it's in the.
Saw it.
Wait, what? I'm
It's
sorry.
in the email.
Saw it.
I
There's
saw
people that go, I thought I saw
I
it.
thought you saw it. People make songs from the show a lot.
Oh, yeah. I
saw
sometimes
it.
they'll.
I'm not going to say the N-word anymore because I don't want the songs to come in and remix it.
Oh, you said that? Wait, were you saying the N-word a lot or something?
No.
All right, I'll give it to you. Nigga. Nigga.
Why would you say that?
It's a guy, not a girl. It's a guy, not a girl. I feel you, nigga.
Yeah!
I feel you, nigga.
Ow! Fuck!
I'll nigga.
Yeah!
Potato, you know what I mean?
I don't think so.
Ow! Fuck!
I feel you, nigga.
Son of a bitch!
I feel you, nigga.
Oh, so the moose soup is like a running thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, could retarded people be racist? Well, of course. I mean, obviously, retarded people, yes, they can be racist.
Dirty bitch!
There you go.
Thanks. I was reading an email from a
Cousin
listener.
Dan made that.
Thank you, Cousin Dan.
That's cool.
And in the email, it said the N-word. And so
Yeah, that's what
whenever I say the N-word on the show, it gets remixed.
So she
and
was reading something
Yeah.
that said it,
Yeah.
and then
I don't just say it.
Oh yeah, no. There's a context for.
God.
I don't. I approve.
Yeah, you made 800 party line. Jesus.
Well,
that's true.
Yeah, no, there's a context for any. I mean, there's a safe context for anything.
I agree. That's why.
I mean, there's always like people sometimes say that you can't say certain things or certain things are completely off limits.
Yeah, I don't agree
But there's always some kind of exception or some sort of context where you can say anything.
Course.
You know.
Yeah.
Especially if you're quoting something or reading something. Sorry.
Yeah, of course. What else you got there, Tommy?
I got. Well, I have another song that we'll close with.
Okay.
We did the. There's a sperm extractor machine that's new. I don't know if Brent will use.
This unusual machine aims to take the embarrassment out of sperm donation. Called the sperm extractor, it was devised by Ding Guijiang, chairman of China's Jiangsu Sanwei Medical Science.
But I like how you.
It's a little more embarrassing than just jerking it, isn't it?
I mean, look. The thing is that it's like it's an ATM basically designed with a hole in it that you just walk. Kind of like we've talked about, like if there was like a suck machine and guys would just walk up to it. And
I've never talked about that with you.
Yeah, we did.
Nope, that's not me. We've talked about cum gum and having gum with different sperm in the middle of races of people.
But then you were like, "Oh, I had this other thing." Remember, you brought up
the pump station.
Okay,
that's what this is.
You just said I've never thought of that.
It's not the sucking. I didn't say there's a dick sucking station.
Well, it's a pump.
The pump station where you could go and get different guys to jizz in your mouth.
Okay, well, I'm thinking a little differently.
Where you just buy different shots of cum.
Guys walk around with poison in them all the time.
Right.
And
this would be great.
If you're just walking around like full of rage, and they're like, "Dude, just walk up to that machine," and you go,
"That'd be great."
Then you're done. You're like,
it's quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this would be a service to society.
Yeah, like it's clean, right? You're just like it.
Yeah, how does it clean itself?
I don't know how to clean. Here's what else I want to know. You know when she nut,
like guys
when you
care.
nut and
Come
she
on.
keeps sucking.
Oh, stop!
And you're like, ooh, like what if this thing keeps going? And you're like, stop. Is there a stop button? Like, is there an emergency stop? Like on a treadmill where you pull off and you're like, oh shit, I fell off this thing. Like how does? That's a real issue because you don't want to keep.
Oh my God! You can just pull your wiener out. Dumb.
No, because looks like it gets pretty tight on you. You know.
Yeah.
Hospitals mostly use.
It's cool that guy kind of like is the guy behind it. You know, he seems so
average.
Oh no, just like a nice guy.
Difficult in order to meet clinical demands.
Look at that! You just walk up to that.
That's how it's clean.
Start pressing buttons.
A sperm.
It's supposed to be outside though.
Looks like it's just in the. It looks like it's in
the subway.
It looks like it's in the hall, like a hallway of a mall. They're just like, you want to put your dick in this real quick, man?
How much do you want one of these right now?
A massage pipe that resembles a vagina. Its height is adjustable, while its speed, force, and temperature can be varied.
There you go, Tom.
There you go.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
can
there
be
you go.
varied. So
There it
as
goes.
you're like,
You slow it down.
Ooh.
How many of these do you think this guy's going to sell commercially?
I don't know. A lot.
This would sell so well in these.
I would
in the
love
United
to have
States.
one of these in the entryway.
I know. Hi,
Yeah.
come on in.
Yeah. How you feeling? You want to get your dick off real quick?
First of all, it simulates a female organ.
This is so juvenile, but doesn't part of your brain still, when you hear Asian languages spoken, you're like, how does that work?
No,
like he's just like
totally.
Totally. And he's like it sounds just
It's
like
different. It's definitely different.
So crazy.
It's definitely
It's
different.
different.
No, because when I hear Asian guys speak, in my head I still mock it and I go. Yeah.
No.
That's
Don't you?
gonna get remixed.
Yeah.
That's a new hit. That's a new hit
song.
single
Come
right there.
on. You don't
No.
do it in your head like when you're a kid when you made fun of Asian people. You
No,
go,
because
"Oh,
I
shush."
think I'm always waiting for, like, if I hear somebody speaking, that usually someone's gonna translate or something. So I'm waiting for what the
Right,
sentence to
because I'm
finish.
all juvenile. When I heard him
Yeah?
talk, immediately I was mocking it.
I mean, I
Like,
don't think I'm not thinking of mocking noises. I just like hearing the noises because it sounds so different. You
I know, it's crazy
I
that
so
that's
many
a
interesting
language.
sounds. You know,
Well,
it's really
like,
interesting sounds.
All language has that thing, right, where you hear like Arabic and this like,
Yeah.
and you're like, that's also that guy's saying, what time does the train get here? And it's all.
But then I'll mock that in my head too. I'll be
Yeah,
like,
of course.
yeah, whatever.
I actually, I guess mocking is all from perspective, but I always kind of fuck with when I hear French. When I hear something, I'm like, that's
Of course, you have to mock that too.
Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
I always
yeah.
do that shit in my head.
Poo, 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 poo.
Yeah, well, I guess not mock, but like, when you kind of
You hear
recreate it in your head.
Yeah.
It's interesting that there's interesting rhythms and tones, to think about. Or
I guess since I don't speak any Mandarin or Cantonese, I just keep hearing usually like 3 different sounds.
Yeah,
over and over. Yeah, it's like someone shushing someone. I'm like, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
No, you're mocking.
No, I was repeating.
But it's not really.
That's what he said.
It's not mocking it because
that's what he said.
I don't think he's making fun of it. Though.
Kind of offensive. I'm a little offended.
No, you're not.
No, I think it's like not really like he's making fun of it. He's like kind of just trying to express the feeling of a real thing.
Yeah. Do it again, Tom.
I still remember.
Do it again.
One time I was showing apartments in Boston after college, and I was showing them to some Chinese students, and like 2 of them were walking at my pace, and then a few were further behind. So when we got to the door, we looked back, and they're like a block behind. And so I asked them, I go, how do you say hurry up, but like aggressively? And they gave me just a quick thing to say. I don't remember what it was, but it was like, shao shao. And so I turned and I screamed it at the top of my lungs. And these 3 Chinese were like, ah! And they just ran as fast as they could. That shit was fun.
Oh.
Like learning a little expression in another language to scream at somebody, that's a thrill.
So this dick milking machine, this is just for science. Is that right?
This is there's supposed to be an easier, more convenient
at the
way
fertility
to
donate.
Donate. Yeah,
that's silly.
Movements of sexual intercourse by moving back and forth. It's able to, by a huge extent.
Now I want to listen to his voice.
And pressure.
Well, you could hear him more in what? Was it in this one?
Hospitals
Come
mostly
on.
use masturbation as their collection method.
It's like
machine
kind of
has also proved useful for urological.
It's funny that it goes in and out like that. That just seems so like.
Are unable to produce sperm without a great deal of help.
I mean, because it's like even though it's going in and out like that. I mean.
Are they going to show a guy putting his wiener in there?
I hope so. This looks like we're the mouth right now. This guy's about to stick his dick in our mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I hope he does it.
Dr. Lee Seeming says it's an efficient way to maximize the amount.
It's weird that it goes in and out like that. It almost seems like ineffective in a way.
Why?
Well, it just seems like it should happen internally, kind of. You know what I mean?
Right, like the thing should stay still, and then the mechanism inside.
Exactly. Yeah, like because that seems like someone would just move with it.
It's more embarrassing this way, definitely.
This device is far more efficient than masturbation, but there are still some weaknesses. For instance, it cannot exactly simulate the temperature and feel of a female organ.
No shit.
Also, the device may not fit as well when compared to human beings. After all, it is made out of plastic and metal.
Yeah, and also when you nut, she keeps sucking.
Okay.
And then you keep shaking after.
You got to turn that knob down. You got to turn that knob down.
Thanks for coming, Brent. That was really nice.
Of the devices annually at $13,000 each.
Oh, there you go.
It's been bought by clinics in the US, Germany, Russia, and France.
Look at them. Look at those dick sucking machines right there.
Wow.
But Ding Guijang
That's like
his device is removing the stigma from sperm donation.
What's
Do you think that's what heaven looks like to some people?
Yeah.
Kind of just go in a room and there's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Bam.
What?
13 grand to get your dick sucking machine, guys.
That's not that bad,
That's
right?
not bad. The real dolls are around 10 grand. The real dolls.
The high end ones, huh?
Yeah, from what I've seen on some documentary.
Not the $10 ones from Big Lots. Right?
No, the real
ones.
doll with their mouths and the.
How much are they?
Like 10 grand.
Yeah, right.
And they're heavy. They're really heavy.
They're
right
lifelike.
now.
You ever bust in one of those?
I've never even seen one.
Really?
I want to see one though in person.
I saw a documentary about them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know. There's a lot of. Have you seen videos of people who show their kind of like do video blogs about their life living with real dolls, and they treat them very much like real people, and they have like relationships with them. Oh, you probably saw that in the documentary.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that online too,
It's
just
very healthy.
on YouTube and stuff. It's really fascinates me a lot. Actually,
it's very interesting.
It's really, just that people have these like relationships, and they really care for these dolls.
People
it's really
are
interesting.
They're lonely.
Very sad.
And you know what? I respect it and I approve it.
Because
Now, I do indeed.
Let's give people one last.
I'll plug everything.
Plug everything.
So, yeah, the Seeso special. Please check it out.
Yep.
Appealing to the mainstream. It's on Seeso. You can watch Seeso on Amazon Prime as an add-on service. And there's this. This is gonna sound like a commercial, but there's a 7-day free trial.
Yeah.
And even if you don't use the trial, it's only $4 a month. But anyway,
That's what's up.
there's a lot of other cool stuff on Seeso. But anyway, that's the special. It's then you can check out that short film I made a few years ago called I Don't Dance.
On your Vimeo.
It's on Vimeo. And
go to vimeo.com/Brent Weinbach.
And there's other videos and stuff on youtube.com/Brent Weinbach.
There it is. There it is. All right.
Sorry, I got to help.
Yeah. There's all the info. Check him out. Absolutely hysterical dude. And thanks for coming by today, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
It was really
always
fun.
nice to see you guys.
You too, brother. All right, here we go. Closing song. We'll see you next week. Thanks, guys.
Come down later for months now. 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 Get it. Come down later for months now. 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 Get it. Come down later for months now. Come down later for months now. Come down later for months now.
Come on, please, let me lick your ass. Come on, Tom, let me suck your cock. Come on, please, let me lick your ass. Gotta suck on my tits. Aw, J. Raymond, you went ahead and you did that wrong.
You're fucked up. You know, I was single for a while, but then I learned this moose soup recipe, and the guys just started coming around.
Come down later for months now. 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 Get it. Come down later for months now. 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 Get it. Oh my God! Get your passenger. Oh my God! Get your passenger. Gee, Ray, we just lost a passenger. OMG. Come down later for moose soup. You guys come down here after I got moose soup and everything. Get it. Come down for moose soup after.
Come back and get my moose soup.
Come down later